Okay, fine, we're live. Hello everyone. I don't want to do this episode anymore. Because I found out that everyone on this podcast is just a fucking
Nice.
idiot.
Hey, no.
Hey.
I said meh. I said it was meh.
Okay,
Yeah.
we should provide some context. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just get it out of the way. So, we for the past few episodes we've been talking about a little series called King. It's 11 chapters now, and of any fucking manga ever, this is the one that's breaking the camel's back. This is the one that's questioning all of our allegiances to one another. Let's just go off from in order. Okay, Arda, what do you think of King?
Like 6 out of 10. It's alright. It started being really shit. My God. Just cut that part out.
I'm not. That's
Okay.
what you get. All right,
Alright,
Colin. No, we're going in order. Colin, what do you think of King?
I honestly really enjoy it. It's like a 7 or 8.
Oh my God.
Go back to A.
It's-
Go back to
It's
A,
like listen,
man.
because like here's the thing is, I'm not a big fan of insects, but like learning about them this way, it's like caught my attention, and I don't know. I'm just
Alright,
excited to
can
see
we-
where it goes.
Okay,
Can
I
we
know
all-
my turn. I love insects actually. They're a big passion of mine. I actually want to collect insects once I get my own home. And I fucking hate King. I think it's like the worst fucking thing that's running in Shonen Jump. It's baby
What's this Bone
shit.
Collection?
Okay, no, yeah, not as bad as Bone Collection. I keep forgetting Bone Collection exists, but
So
it's
don't worry,
just-
so will Shonen Jump in a few weeks.
yeah, it's fucking annoying. It's like kitty shit. Nothing ever happens, and it's just repetitive. All right, now what do you think, Clayton? Last but not least.
6 out of 10, meh. I think it's kind of like, because I thought it was going to be like, oh, Battle Shonen. That's what it sets itself up as the first two. It's more like, oh, it's not Battle Shonen. It's kind of like this cutesy little like series about like King fucking idiot or whatever. Yeah. Let's just all agree on something though. Oka is best girl. Let's be real.
Which one's that?
Mantis.
Prey Mantis.
Oh yeah.
Best girl.
Okay.
Mantis are cool.
Okay, since I couldn't fucking finish my thought earlier,
You don't get to.
okay, I think it's like a 6. The first few chapters I thought it really sucked, but I don't know, now there's like a decent enough cast.
Unironically, I think the first 2 chapters were the best chapters so far.
It was boring.
I thought the first chapter was really good, but like
It was because the first few chapters focused too much on like the sister going like, "Oh my God, what is this?" But now that's like just like
yeah,
now
she's
that,
just
like,
seething over this fucking like pretty
yeah,
boy.
now that she has, like, okay, now that like the sister has less screen time, it's a better series. That's basically what I'm getting at.
I mean, she plays Nintendo Switch.
Dude, King and Oki are just guys being guys. Speaking of, let's just start with King. Let's go ahead and just do the weekly roundup, by the way. Let's start King.
This is the Bleach podcast, by the way. This is the
Yeah, we'll
the-
get to it.
the
We'll get
Hollow
to it.
Orangcast. Okay, fine.
With some Attack on Titan.
We this is Arancast. So this is we are delayed a bit because certain someone that would rate King a 6
Not me. It wasn't me.
got his internet cutouts, and we're doing it now. Okay, continue.
We were waiting for you for a day too, dude.
No, you weren't.
Okay, why didn't we do it on Sunday then?
As a gentleman's agreement. We were under the impression that Attack on Titan would come out Sunday, and then it didn't. So we
Yeah.
thought it would come out Monday, and then it didn't.
It didn't. And it was like, oh, yeah, it's not coming later. Also, everyone, happy July 4th. Late message. We're going to do the most American thing and talk about Japanese manga.
Yeah.
You
So
were
I hope you
s-
guys had a good weekend.
You were saying about King.
Yeah,
Uh,
King this week was...
I thought it was interesting.
It was just Oki, this Oki guy who's like the butterfly. And just they're having like some like, oh, we're gonna have a pet contest. Who's the better pet? And it's kind of just devolves to like, yeah. It really just devolves to King's a good guy. And
They're both
Oki's
good guys.
They're both good guys.
Yeah, because
I do like Oki a lot. I like Oki a lot. He's kind of cool.
Me too. I think Oki's a good addition, and I think he's gonna add a lot to the series.
Okay. In the newest
This is
chapter,
the same chapter as chapter 10, though. Like,
Oh,
it's the same
they-
fucking thing.
And then in this one, when they're sucking on like the nutrients on the tree. Wasn't it confirmed that Oki's not smoking a cigarette? It's a fucking straw in his mouth.
Maybe. Was it?
Yeah, that's what they were like. They were like, oh, because I have this straw in my mouth. I thought it was a cigarette because he's like a delinquent or something.
I like the shot of like Mori King like flying and he's like burst as fuck.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
Because it was
He
sucking.
ate too many nutrients.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he got
Yeah.
burst for like one panel.
And then
Dude,
he's
and,
back
like-
to normal.
In like 10 weeks when Mori King was #1 Shonen Jump, Eric's gonna be like, okay, you know what? Maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, Mori King is doing really well in the ratings.
So if you don't know, when One Piece was on hiatus last week, Mori King got the #3 place on the poll. And this week
Awful.
it got a color page before A Gravity
Awful.
Boys did.
Well,
It's
yeah.
next week getting a color page, or this week technically, but yeah.
Yeah. So Mori King wins
Well-
again. Maybe it'll be like, it's probably like in celebration of the first volume because maybe the series is popular or something. Because I don't think the volume has a cover in Japan yet,
Yeah, it hasn't even come out.
which is weird.
They barely even have any like material for first volume.
Yeah, because Mori King's a really short series. It's only 15 pages a chapter, so they probably
Mhm.
just got to like enough for one volume.
Yeah,
Um,
because Mori King tends to be shorter. So that's
It
another
works.
point.
You know
Yeah,
that might
that's-
also be why it's popular, because little baby kids can like read this really short series.
Yes, I'm baby. How could you tell?
Baby
So-
fucking series, man. That's all I
Yeah.
have to say.
Speaking of series not getting color pages, let's just hey Gravity Boys.
Yeah, I've been saying A Gravity Boys is getting axed, and to me this is like the nail in the coffin. The fact that we're suddenly getting all this backstory, it just feels like it's kind of trying to build up to some kind of conclusion that we can feel a little something for.
I'll
Because
say
we
this, though.
suddenly have this retroactive character developments.
Saga finally has character. He
It's
finally-
retroactive character too.
It's
like-
something.
His
It's
character
something.
is I'm illegal.
Dude, he's so illegal. He's like,
And
oh
Dr. Stone's having a flashback. What about that?
yeah, by Dr.
But
Stone.
Dr. Stone's flashback is actually like explaining shit that was already set up. This is just purely like retroactive bullshit.
Like, hey Gravity Boys, I've been waiting for some fucking new story arc since the city arc. It's been like 10, no, it's been like 12, 13 chapters since then.
Has it already? No way.
Yeah, I feel like these last bunch of chapters have really dragged. Some
Yeah,
of the jokes,
absolutely.
I seriously think that chapter 26 last week was the absolute worst chapter of the Gravity Boys. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's I want it to end, honestly. It's been
I feel bad, but
it's
like
been dragging out pretty
the
much
Gravity's such a
everything.
good concept, and all these
It's-
characters are really
It's
good.
gonna end. I mean, it's getting axed. It's second to last. It's getting axed. Or
What sets itself up as like a shonen series really just derives itself into another gag focused series, which sucks because we have no real like big.
we have
sci-fi.
too many gags. Way too
I
many
know.
gags in Shonen Jump.
We did the math; it's like 1/4 gag.
Yeah.
So
I don't know,
think
Arda,
it's-
what did you think? Since you're the A Gravity boy.
I think this was like the worst chapter so far. Honestly, I
Really?
don't like.
This one?
I'm not like flashback. Yeah, but I don't know.
It's getting axed, dude.
I look forward to reading this shit like every week, dude. It's like I'm really attached to it, and I would like hate to see it go.
What about you, Colin?
I don't know. It's like I think A Gravity might get axed. Like I want to see it continue, but I just think it's kind of like slowing down, and
they haven't explored the universe at all.
Yeah.
they've only explored two places: the city, and even then, that was like only for a little bit, and then the planet they're on, and that's it.
Like, there's so much potential for like, well, galaxy building in A Gravity Boys, of like them planet hopping, getting into like shitty situations, and then like trying to like, because you know they escaped like the prison. What would have been
Yeah.
fun is if they're now on the run for the rest of the series, trying to find like people to bone. And like, so they're planet hopping every couple of chapters. Like, oh, this arc, we're stuck on this planet. We need to figure out like what we can do here.
I mean,
Oh,
it makes sense that they're staying on the one planet because aren't they looking for the time machine?
yeah.
Well, it's not that they're looking for the time machine; it's looking for the things that like that can help them make it.
The time machine's honestly like there just
A
to be
cop.
like, yeah, we're getting canceled, so we can just use the time machine as a backup.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But speaking of time machines,
Oh,
ooh,
Time Paradox?
yeah,
Time Paradox.
Now, Time Paradox, on the other hand, this is a series that I think has so much potential and just want to see keep going. But I'm hearing that the Japanese fans are really hating this manga.
Really?
hmm And it's simply because they're mad that the main character is a plagiarist. That's it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I'll say it right now. I'll defend crimes on a podcast. There's nothing wrong with it.
dude, they've already like explained why he plagiarized because he was on the end. He was like the end of his luck. His life is basically about to end, and now he's like, yeah, I know what I'm doing is bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm still going to give these guys White Knight. No matter
He's also not taking like any like money for it too. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only money he got was in this chapter with the lottery.
Looks like
Even then, he was like debating accepting it.
Yeah, we don't even know if he's gonna use that.
Like this guy he's not a bad guy. He's just a guy who got this opportunity. He didn't know like, oh, what he thought, because he thought it was a dream at first. That's what he thought it was. He didn't think what he was actually doing was wrong.
One thing I'm curious about is when the time machine tells him that he must beat Itsuki because his defeat means her death. I'm wondering if it's like, does she become so like overworked in the future with White Knight that she like kills herself?
I don't know. Or she gets sick, or like
because like your defeat means her death, so that means like if he's not a success, then she will be, and that will somehow lead her to dying. It's very strange.
What if it's like, what if it's just like John Lennon shit, like a really like obsessed like White Knight fan?
No, it's like the Bjork stalker.
That's interesting. I didn't even think about that, but that makes a lot of sense.
Because she's not ugly. She's very attractive. She's bad.
She's cute.
Attractive, yeah. And you know, like a lot of female artists in Japan, manga creators, they don't out themselves because of that.
A lot of them are bad.
Yeah. So they don't out themselves for like their own safety. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
I really hope this doesn't get canceled. Like, for fuck's sake.
I don't think it's gonna get canceled. I think it's too.
I think Jump knows what they're doing with it. I think they want this to be a short serialization, probably around 50-ish chapters, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe.
This is just a prelude to White Knight.
Honestly, it'd be really cool if there was actually a real White Knight, but the problem is there would be so much like build up and hype for that.
Yeah.
No, what if he like, okay, the guy turned into White Knight first. And he's like, "What the fuck? This is so good. Can we run this? Can we run this now?" He's like, "Nah, I'll wait 10 years."
Dude, just this series, like, it's captivating. Like every week, I look forward to it more than like.
Art is fantastic.
Yeah, honestly, like this, like past like 2 weeks, I've been looking for not this past, but like this past week, just like these like set of chapters. That was the one I was like looking forward to the most, even more than like Dr. Stone or Chainsaw Man. Just because like
it's the story. That's why.
Yeah.
Like, and I can't think of a lot of other series in Jump right now where I'm like super captivated in their stories.
And we get like almost a Fire Punch-esque one-page panel of just our protag Teppei, just his face.
Seething.
Yeah, he's literally seething.
Yeah.
I love that. It's just like what Artist said, I look forward to this every time.
It's really nice to have like a story focused series in Jump right now, instead of just like battle shonen comedy. It really stands out.
Yeah.
And I think that's what like is like its main draw as of right now. Because
I haven't read it, but I think Act Age is like the only other real
Yeah,
story-based
Act Age
series.
is pretty story based also. Although
So-
they're still antagonists and stuff.
Like in Time Paradox, we
Yeah.
don't have an antagonist. So
At least not
it's,
yet.
it's cancellation. That's the antagonist, I guess. It's interesting.
Hear me out. If it gets canceled, what happens is it's like the bad. He has like two different chapters.
Oh, the
for
bad
the ending.
end.
The bad ending, where
Oh, that's
if
great.
it gets if Time Paradox gets canceled, he's like, all right, well, looks like White Knight got canceled and she dies. The end.
Oh man,
Oh,
that
that
would
would be
be bold.
That would be bold. You know what? I'd say that be down as one of the boldest endings of the Shonen Jump history.
Yeah, basically, the author's saying, yeah, it's your fault.
Since his ending. That I would actually say that.
Mm,
It'd be up there.
Ugh.
Well, speaking of Fire Punch, how about the Chainsaw Man chapter?
Man, this was another very heavy chapter, is all I can say. Oh,
Don't open that
man.
door.
it was heavy, but and then
Yeah.
and then like 4 hours later, when I noticed something else about the chapter, they got even heavier.
Yeah, it's
Well,
It's,
I would want to say it. I just want to say everyone should just read the list of deaths.
Read the list
So
and
many
also look up what
names.
the word and also look up what the word antemortem means.
dude, I love a few weeks ago, Artie, you were saying like, oh yeah, Chainsaw Man can go on like past the Gun Devil, and at this point, nah, I don't see that happening. I think like this is Endgame.
I think
Great.
so too, because Fire Punch was what, 81 chapters maybe?
Yeah.
So
Agree.
it seems like manga tend to get longer, like with creators' new works. Chainsaw Man might be like 90s, maybe 100.
I think 120 at the latest.
Ooh, that's a bit too much, I think.
Yeah, I always thought it was gonna be like 120 something.
I think maybe.
I mean,
closer to
honestly,
100
like,
instead,
how
with
could we
76.
predict? How could we predict Fujimoto?
Yeah.
What if he ends it at 82 again, like he did with Fire Punch? So 6 chapters. He won't. He won't.
No.
There's still like so much that's not explained. Like Kobeni's devil. Kobeni's gonna come back at this
No,
point. I think.
dude, come on, it's Fujimoto. You've read Fire Punch. You've seen how he's able to drop side characters and their plot threads like that.
Drop some harder than a brick.
No, it's gonna
She's
be
not
like she.
even a side character.
What if
was
she
part
is
of
the Gun Devil?
entire-
What if she is the Gun Devil?
No.
Kobeni's car will.
Her devil. I was about to say
return.
her devil's her car.
Yeah.
The
it
car
will.
devil.
That'd actually be
Yo.
pretty. Dude, that thing would be powerful in Japan. Because all the fucking
Yeah.
traffic accidents they get.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dude, what's gonna happen is Denji's about to like get his shit kicked in by the Gun Devil, and then the Kobeni's car is gonna fucking
Yeah.
come out of nowhere.
Oh,
gonna-
dude, another thing. I did not think the fucking Gun Devil was gonna be that big.
You know, I was
That seems-
expecting something more humanoid, honestly.
I was literally expecting just Denji, but instead with the chainsaw head, it's just a gun.
I mean, he is like that.
Yeah.
Meaning,
But no, but I'm saying like human though.
yeah. I think because if they power up Denji's gonna be like a giant chainsaw being like that. Oh, it's gonna be like a kaiju battle, maybe.
Wait, hold on, real quick. Let me check something. Where is it? Okay. Eric, when's your birthday?
August 15th.
Okay, all of us are safe except for you.
Wait, what?
'Cause the gun devil ability activation, ability to fire a bullet through the heart of every living thing born in the months
Oh,
of
yeah.
January, February, March, May, June, August, September, November, or December.
No.
Bye, Virgin.
So Colin are April and Colin's October.
Cool.
Dude,
Halloween.
that fucking
Halloween!
no, don't say it. That fucking panel of just the bullets whizzing by Angel and Makima. And Makima's stupid ass smug face, dude. I hate her. I hate her so much. It reminds me of that stupid meme of the cat with the person pointing the knife at it. Like, she's
Same
just
energy.
so fucking smug. I hate her.
Same aura.
Yeah.
Aura.
Then she gets shot in the head, and then this like fleshy halo appears, and it's like, what?
Yeah, that was
the-
cool. So I guess like any,
Big.
it says like she's died like how many times now? Like 20 or 30
29.
something? 29. I guess like what she does is she like uses people she makes contracts with to like move their death over to. Maybe
I don't know.
I don't know. Say. But yeah, Chainsaw Man was good.
I think
All I know
well,
is that
she's
there's
able to
nothing wrong.
summon like minions based on I think how many people that she's controlling at one time. I love this kind of like dick measuring contest that she and the
Dude,
Gun Devil have.
Maxwell has been seething because Beam didn't show up.
I know. I am too. I miss him.
I know.
I miss
dude,
him. I miss Violet.
I miss Beam so much. But
Oh,
now the
wow.
big question with this chapter is what's in the door?
He's gonna open
It's gonna be Kingdom Hearts or some shit. I don't know.
He's gonna open the door and it's just gonna be like a field of like snow outside, and then he's gonna get set on fire.
He opens the door. Yeah, exactly.
And then he walks the dinosaur.
Get out of here. Get off my podcast.
No, what's gonna happen? He opens the door and he gets hit by a shit ton of pressure from fucking Ozone Baby. It's poor Tom. Poor Tom's been killing everyone.
The Lego
Poor
White
Tom's
House
the fun-
Devil.
The Lego Devil.
So one of our friends said he's like, oh, the Gun Devil appeared in America, and I was like, you know what Europe's devil is, right? Probably the acid attack devil or something.
The Knife Devil.
Yeah.
The License Devil.
The bad
The License Devil.
the
That's
bad
great.
teeth devil.
Yeah.
The dentist.
The Dentist Devil. No, the Dentist Devil would actually probably be really strong.
Dude,
Yeah.
think about India, dude. The toilet devil would be fucking terrifying because they're afraid of toilet witches.
Dude,
Yeah, they are.
cause like fucking whirlpools and like dry ground. That's how the toilet devil works.
I want to go and just get Ayakashi out of the way this week. It's not
Oh
nothing.
fuck!
Really
I
happened.
forgot to read Ayakashi.
Um,
I keep forgetting because it's not on the app.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil anything. Literally nothing really happens except for like the last fucking like panel. That's all I'm gonna
Do
say.
we get tits and ass?
Yes,
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, we always get that.
it's the usual. Yeah. Next week's gonna be more to talk about. That nothing Ayakashi. Actually, I
Definitely.
want to get Dr. Stone out of the way because me and Arda were watching fishing videos of like people putting like
Coke and Mentos. and
Coke and
holes.
Mentos and like holes and catfish like pop out. We were like, what if like Senku did that in a chapter of Dr. Stone?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, there's like okay, like there's like fishing holes and shit, and then people will put like Coke and Mentos in it, and like the fish will just pop out. And like I saw like videos of like that with like rabbits and like fucking crocodiles.
What the hell?
Yeah, could you
Also-
imagine if they did that in a chapter?
I'm reading Ayakashi right now, and this grandpa's based because he says all I do all day is watch pop star videos and play video games.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
was big.
He's not
Yeah.
far off.
Yeah.
That's goals, actually.
Yeah.
Ayakashi
Yeah,
was
like-
just kind of mid though. It was like a couple little gags and then the ending. The ending's good.
The ending was
I can't wait.
I'm getting there.
Dr. Stone though.
Yeah, Dr.
Yes.
Stone was great. Like, this is such a good flashback arc because, like I said, it's explaining things that were already set up, you know. And I love this parallel that it creates between Senku and Zeno. It just makes you so
Yeah.
excited to see the two of them interact.
The scene where Senku's making the gasoline, that was completely redrawn from the original, and you can see like the huge
Yeah.
art style
Yeah.
shift from like chapter 1. Dude, Senku in chapter 1 looks like this greasy fucking like greasy asshole, and now he's like
He
You know.
is.
Honestly, I don't.
Yeah.
I think new Senku's a lot better looking.
yeah, he's a little more expressive, but like
Yeah.
old one looks like just greasy fucking loser Senku.
yeah. Senku just looked like a fucking sleaze bag the entire time.
I mean he is, so,
Well, yeah.
so he's the
Well,
best.
like even more so.
He's like the best. He's the best protagonist in Jump right now.
Oh,
I'd-
hands down. Hands fucking down.
But Luffy,
Luffy's all right.
Luffy's not the most interesting character in his
Yeah.
own crew.
He's like Goku a lot, but he's got his own little quirks that make him
He's
interesting.
way better than Goku.
I love how
Oh,
Stanley Snyder was like with Zeno when they get
Oh, yeah.
petrified.
I like how everyone, like part of Zeno's like current crew, was there.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we
And-
all know they probably woke up all around the same time.
yeah.
Dude, okay, just like how Xeno like parallels like Senku. those two fucking dipshits parallel Taiju and how like they only made it through the
Yeah, no, that's because I heard some people complaining about like the simps, and I kind of liked it for that reason because it shows like the power of simping can literally save your life.
power
So-
of good pussy.
Would Stanley be like the American version of Tsukasa? I guess.
I think
that
so,
what you-
yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I really like how like they all reflect each other. Luna, was that her name?
Yeah,
Sarita,
Luna.
Yeah.
Luna's obviously Yuzuria.
What's her name?
Is that her name? Yeah. So it's really interesting.
Yeah,
Stone is
except the difference is Luna, unlike her, doesn't really care about her like quote unquote suitors at all.
it's really really great, like black and white. And we see like that one buff chick or whatever was there. I don't
Mhm.
know who the fuck that is yet. But yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Also,
okay,
I find it. The one thing I found interesting was the whole like Stanley covering Zeno.
yeah.
That shit was cool.
Yeah, it's interesting because like Tsukasa's always like, if we met when we were back in the day, we would have been the best of friends. And this is kind of like
Yeah.
that with Stanley and with Xeno already.
Also, I just finished the Ayakashi Triangle chapter.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about it for a second. That final page is really
That
hype.
was great. I really liked that.
I would say that's probably the worst
Yeah,
chapter so
I
far.
agree. I mean, it's just setting stuff up, and I mean, I like the beginning of it a lot because it just kind of shows the dynamic between Matsuri and his grandpa has like changed, for obvious reason.
I like how he's wearing the maid outfit and he's like, "Oh, I used to do this stuff back when I
Yeah.
was a guy too."
Yeah.
So yeah, the grandpa is just doing it because he's a fucking horny old man.
It's also really interesting seeing Grandpa and I'm blanking on the fucking spirit dog's name, but like how they're interacting. It's like so
Yeah.
casual.
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing special, but
Let's see. One Piece.
Ooh, big chapter, big
I-
chapter.
Big dick energy coming through.
Humana.
I am 100% putting Yamato in the jar. I don't care.
Oh man, going right there.
There's
huh?
been a lot of debate if like Yamato is like identifying as a man or being trans.
No,
I'm
I
just
think
gonna-
it's-
I'm holding off until like the next few chapters on any like thing.
I think it's pretty
Yeah.
clear that she's just idolizing Odin and wants to be as much like Odin as possible. That's why
Yeah.
she's calling herself a man.
I feel like that
think
I became a
it's
man
like-
is a bit of a mistranslation.
I
Maybe.
think it's literally just the same thing as like Naruto from Persona
It's-
4.
Yeah,
You know, that
it's cause like being a man, quote unquote, like a man, not like a male, not a boy, a man. That is like a state of mind, And that is
it's
what
a state of
Yamato
being
is
strong.
Exactly, and that's what Yamato is assuming
But it's
because she
considered
was
manly
so
is,
moved.
like,
She not only was she moved by Odin, she was also moved by Ace and now Luffy. These are all like strong men,
Yeah, I
And-
find it weird that they had that one panel where she's like, you remind me of him," and then fucking Luffy started fucking her in the butt after that.
Well, no,
Shut up.
that was like the unofficial. No, an unofficial. Oh wait a minute.
Shut up.
Okay, so if you don't know, we're in this like little shitty meme group. Someone like redrew the panels like, "You remind me of Ace," and she's getting like pegged in the back by Luffy, basically. That's basically it. But
I
and
thought
then
it
there's
was.
other-
Hmm.
there was that other character that showed up. I forgot what his name was. Because I
Mm,
completely
Izo?
forgot about him. Yeah, Izo. I forgot completely about Izo, honestly.
I
don't even remember.
didn't.
I still don't remember who he was. I need to reread Wano at some point.
Keep-
So.
Kiku's brother. Izo's Kiku's brother.
Yeah, the one
older brother.
that's yeah, the one that looks like a girl.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. It's been a while.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Izo there with Odin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Izo was the one who chased after Odin when
Yes.
Whitebeard left,
Oh yeah. I
and then
remember.
Izo. Yeah, and then Izo joined Whitebeard's crew and all that.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. I think probably when we hit around 1,000 for One Piece, I think I'm just gonna reread all of Wano.
Wano's
Wano's
dense, man.
Yeah, it is. Like I don't remember a lot of the family like and the politics of what's going on exactly because it's I think One Piece is better binged, honestly. I think reading it weekly is part of it. One of that's the hype. Two, I think that's
Okay.
also a weakness because it's very dense.
Reading it weekly for reveals is like super hype, but reading it in terms of like the politics, I
Plot,
feel
yeah, in
is
terms of
it sucks. It sucks because like you don't get everything immediately and don't understand everything because like you have to wait a week or two, depending on when the
Oda
chapter
plans
is.
things out really well too. So going back and reading it may be a strong point because like, oh, he teased this. Oh, this
Mhm.
character was doing something odd. So
Oh, Luffy put a booger on Usopp again.
best joke ever. I'm actually sad. It's actually sad that no one noticed that.
No, what I'm curious about, because Yamato says that Odin's journal was her Bible. Does that mean that Jesus exists in the One Piece universe?
What fruit and
Probably.
what fruit did he have? Because he could walk on water.
The bless fruit.
No, he's like, dude, he's Brook. It's Brook.
Whoa! He came back from the dead.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Okay, but actually, hear me out in this. Since you brought up the Bible, so you know how she says like I basically followed this Odin's journal like
Mhm.
it's her Bible. So I was talking about this earlier. I genuinely hope it's she goes to follow to a T and joins the Pirate King's crew. AKA, I'm hoping she joins Luffy's crew.
Honestly, it's looking really likely.
Okay,
I think.
so what if the One Piece is finding Christ within yourself?
Oh my god.
I just also want to say, going back to the point of Yamato, when Yamato's like character plate is introduced, it says Kaido's daughter, and then parentheses self-styled Kazuki Odin. So I think that should be enough of an indication that this is just like something that she's kind of like putting onto herself, you know.
Yeah, she's just a massive Odin fanboy, which I called, by the way. I called it 100%.
You did.
Like, she's just like me.
No, she's gonna rip off her fake tits, and she actually is a man, and it's Gin.
I think I was telling you guys this. Freaking Kaido can refers to his daughter as his son, which is like obviously him maybe being a respectful parent. So like if you're actually like really mean to your fucking kids like that, you're actually worse than the scum of the earth, Kaido.
One of the most evil fucking characters ever.
I know, you're actually worse. You're worse than
Oh.
You're worse than Caesar Clown.
There is
Caesar
one
Clown's
theory.
based, though.
No, Gangster Gastino is based.
They're both based.
There was a theory I read. I'm just gonna say it real quick. Basically, the big new Onigashima plan is to unite actually Big Mom and Kaido by marrying Yamato to Parasparrow, and that's why Parasparrow is making his way to Onigashima. Now, I mean, he wants to stop it, but like that's the only reason why he was the only one who survived, basically.
Dude, Yamato is way out of Parasparrow's league.
Dude, what that tongue do? That's basically what it's gonna be.
I would kill to be Parasparrow in that situation. That's all I'm gonna say.
I feel bad for Parasparrow's tongue's always out of his mouth.
It must be dry.
Yeah. No, it's really wet because he got lick, so.
But still, like it's constantly hanging out, so it's like.
I feel bad. Anyways, what's next? You know, speaking of like One Piece series, that's a lot like One Piece Undead Unluck. I feel like because it's world building and
because they're on a boat. They're on a boat.
Yeah,
that's true.
Boat arc.
Boat arcs are the scariest arcs because you might go on hiatus.
Has that ever happened besides Berserk?
Hunter x Hunter right now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We are literally on a hiatus
I
to the
forgot because it's been that long.
And it's been almost 2 years now since the last chapter.
Berserk never went on this like long of a hiatus either, and Berserk is monthly.
Dude, Eric, the last issue of Jump that Hunter x Hunter had a chapter also had the first chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Let's go!
Let's go! Jujutsu fans, stay willing.
Wylan.
Whatever. Willen.
I thought it was Willen too. But Undead Unluck was interesting because we get to see more of this, you know, edgy fucking team of negators, and they're trying to basically take uh this new negator that is like being sold as cargo.
He's
Yeah.
he's being auctioned off, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is so interesting.
But I think what's even more interesting was Clayton, we were actually talking about this earlier. The fact that negator abilities can be like kind of used like devil
Yes.
fruits and be inherited.
That
That was
was a
like
really big bombshell, yeah.
Yeah, meaning, and at the end of the final thing Andy says is, so I don't want anyone like you joining our team. So like Andy can kill anyone and get away with it, basically, is what they're saying.
Yeah.
So this guy might get fucking straight up killed by. Wait, what was her name? What was the girl? What was her ability from the beginning?
Which one?
The one that was in love with Andy.
Shield.
Oh, I don't know what it was called, but she could, yeah, basically just make shields.
Yeah,
it was
so her ability.
unaged.
Her ability's back out in the wild right now too.
Mhm.
Interesting. It's like space or something, or gravity. Was it? I don't remember.
I thought it was like unaging because like she didn't really
no, because what it was,
change.
she uses like this shield or whatever to like.
Oh, was it unchanging then?
Unchange. I think it was unchange because it's basically this bubble shield she's able to wrap around anything and like uses protection. But what she was doing was she was using a bit of the shield on her own skin, so her body wouldn't change.
That's
That's what
right,
they were-
yeah.
So
Mm.
she was pretty bad. Not gonna lie, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Please don't be quiet. Please don't be quiet.
I mean, what can I say in response to that?
Just agree. Yeah.
So also we do learn that Unrepair is part of the anti-negator team,
And
which I think was
he's such a great counter to Andy because he's making him like bleed constantly. And he's like, that wound will not heal until I'm defeated, so
Yeah, but I guess like because Fuko cut his head off, meaning I guess he got his body back, meaning like that's how he can heal himself. He has to still cut like himself up or those parts off.
These wounds, they will not heal.
we still have not seen the robot's ability. Tatiana, I think her name was.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
no idea what she is. We don't know most of their abilities really.
Yeah.
It's just
We know Unjustice.
Injustice.
Yep.
On
broken as fuck.
what was Shen? What was his ability?
Not sure.
Unable to get enough screen time.
Un-Chinese. Yeah.
Oh, guys. So
Also,
I mentioned this earlier, but the GameStop, you want this box number 20. We found out what's inside of it. Are you ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters 35th anniversary collector's box. So it comes with like a hat, a water bottle, and I think like socks or something. Batman and Catwoman Funko Pop.
Yo, it's just like me.
Paka Paka Twisted Treats blind bag, which I guess is a ripoff of Shopkins. Nintendo. I don't even know what the fuck this is. Nintendo 2.5-inch W24. I
It
don't
sounds
know.
like I thought it was like a 2x4 or something.
Corgi eating ramen tote bag. Okay. Beyblade Burst Evolution set. So it's just a
Okay,
Beyblade.
based.
And Pokemon trading card game Snorlax or Morpeko pin collection.
nah.
How much is this bundle?
35.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, but you
I
want
recently
this
got-
box. It's $100 value. You want this box. That's what GameStop said.
I mean,
Dude.
I just started the Pokemon trading card game. It's kind of fun.
You're gonna eat a dick, bro.
I hear Pokemon trading card games actually really good.
Colin was telling me you were telling me that you had a gotcha addiction. Now you're getting into the worst gotcha of all, trading card games.
Oh, come on.
I
dude.
know.
Hey, speaking
they're way more
of
expensive.
gotchas, you all should play Sino Alice.
This
Yeah.
video is sponsored in part by Sino Alice.
God, I wish. This game is actually really fun. I don't care if this sounds like a Raid Shadow Legends plug. I just genuinely really enjoy this game. I'm not a big gacha guy, but this is the gacha for me, and it's totally not just
Alright.
because Yoko Taro made it.
I would rather
Hear me out.
think it's much about Yoko Taro.
hear me out in
Oh,
this
Arda's
though.
an idiot. Don't just ignore him.
Yeah. don't-
If we got enough people, we can make a little guild.
Yeah,
and
we
y'all
could
can
have
play with
a
us.
manga cast guild.
You know what? You know what? If you guys are good boys and girls, we will name the guild the Stinky Guild just for you.
Ooh, I don't know if I can promise
No,
that.
we gotta at least do something for these guys because these guys won't
Mm.
shut the fuck up.
That's true.
Holy shit!
Fuck you guys. Like, actually, fuck you guys. I don't give a shit if you're giving me clicks and therefore giving me revenue. I don't care. It's fucking annoying every single week to have that shit as a comment. Fuck you. I'm dropping the hammer right here, even though like no one that makes those comments will ever make it this far into the video. I don't care. I just want it out there.
Stinky part 2. Oh, did you guys know this guy made Stinky?
I wish I
I think the
did.
best comment we got on the last podcast was, "I can't believe Colin died," and that was it.
I wonder who that handsome lad was.
I wonder too.
You know what? Let's look at the last podcast real quick. Go ahead and talk about Mitama while I look this up.
Oh, Mitama was great. I was very happy with Mitama.
I never thought I would see those fucking guys again.
Yeah, no, it was just a really nice little gag chapter. And it was a good like everyone is here moment as well. And it was honestly like just really nice for Renee Haza's character, just like, you know, just a reminder of like how much all these like weirdos that she's met like actually do care about her.
And like just how many weirdos there are in total.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you had the head of security.
That was
You had
great, and the four elites also, or whatever they're called.
the four elites, the body. Just that entire chapter was just really good.
All right, here I got it pulled up. Some of the comments. Wait, you want me to actually watch all of those advertisements? My favorite two comments are just the letter C. That's it. The letter C and Shalom. I don't know what that means.
Shalom.
Shalom. What the fuck does shalom mean?
Means
You don't know
hello.
what shalom means?
What the fuck does shalom mean?
It's fucking like Hebrew for hello.
Oh, good on him. Good on that guy.
Someone liked
really-
the comment. I can't believe Colin is dead. That's
Was it
wild.
me? Oh, was it me?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was me.
I really want to know what happened in the last episode where they had the highest like stinky to non-stinky comment.
I don't know. I don't know, dude. I really don't know. And can we not talk about it?
Okay. That's enough stink for this week. Wait, no, wait.
No, you know
not-
what? If we're gonna talk about
We're getting
shit
Bone
and stinky,
Collection.
let's just get Bone Collection out of the way. This shit sucks.
Didn't even bother reading it.
Dude, it's in last place right now.
It's
getting
getting canceled.
Oh,
Yeah,
Arda, what do you think?
Dude, I can't defend this shit anymore. Come on.
like Guardian of the Witch, you would defend like, oh, at least the designs are good. This is just
You tried, man. You tried to defend Bone Collection.
Yeah, I give up it.
10 week challenge.
The first like 3-4 volumes, like I was fine with those. Not volumes, chapters, because like the last thing I really enjoyed was the whole thing with the Switch. After that, it's just kind of like mid.
You just like that because it referenced Smash Brothers, and now you can't like Smash Brothers, otherwise you're a pedophile.
Yeah.
No, dude, it's not even that. It's just like it like really lost focus of what it's about, and now it's just all this like dumb shit going on. And, like what I really wanted to see is I just wanted to see what more of the Bones do.
Yeah.
The series is
Probably
about
won't, though.
the series is about you
Like we get to see like new characters, but then like they have these like forced gimmicks that aren't like funny or charming at all, and
Yeah.
I forgot what the rest of this chapter was, so
Yeah.
we can just not talk about it. Don't read Bone Collection. Every week.
Speaking about not talking about it, we haven't talked about the newest series. Me and
Oh
Roboco.
yeah, me and Roboco.
It's good. It's really good.
So the creator of this only worked on a Promised Neverland gag like one shot.
Or I think series. I think it was a really short series. Kind of like how My Hero Smash is a thing. It's like 3 volumes of just like
I see.
My Hero characters in comedy. It's just Promised Neverland. So
Uh-huh.
let's go now.
I thought it was fine at first, but then as I kept opening the app to read more stuff like Boku no Hero Academia, um, I just started hating it more and more because that stupid fucking banner that's on the Shonen Jump app. Viz Media, Suisha, please take that off. It is insulting.
I'll change
It
next
is
week.
shallow and pedantic. It is fucking literally insisting upon itself.
Dude, they're gonna
It
do a
is
One Piece one next week
good.
because they're representative of what the Shonen Jump cover is of the week. So it's this is the Shonen Jump cover. For
It
the
was
week.
awful, and I don't even want to look at it right now again because it's just singed into my mind. It's basically the two fucking protagonists of me and Roboco, the titular characters, and
Yeah, me.
they're running and making a stupid fucking face, but then in the background, everyone, and I mean everyone, the protagonists from all of Shonen Jump's currently publishing stuff are just drawn in that same style with that same
All right.
stupid fucking grin.
Who looks the best? Who looks the best in this style?
I can't
All
answer
right.
that.
All right, I'm gonna say Luffy looks cute. Deku
Well, I
looks a
think,
little overdesigned. Senku looks kind of base. Not gonna lie.
I think
And honestly, Andy's soul.
Why I just don't understand, like, why is me and Roboco get this special treatment of being compared to all these other greater series? Why? It's
Well,
forced.
no,
It's so forced.
Freaking, I like
The
I like
other
how-
new the other new series didn't do this. They didn't put themselves on this pedestal comparing them to everyone else.
this has the most distinct art style out of all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Like Roboco's design is honestly almost instantly iconic in a way. It's like very memorable.
Yeah, dude.
It's-
okay,
It just looks like a fucking Tezuka knockoff.
if we got like a cover like this with like a hard-boiled coffin dolphin, it just wouldn't even like look any different.
Yeah, it looks generic. It just looks kind of generic.
Yeah.
Honestly.
just shark resting hold of Shonen Jump protagonists. That's it.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
just
Honestly, I would.
Mashal's
That
the
actually
only
would
one
be
not
pretty cool.
smiling. The only one not smiling.
at least that's in
Yeah.
character.
Yeah, but yeah, like honestly, like I hope this means we get more of this shit down the line.
Maybe.
What, more gag shit? No, absolutely
no.
not.
Please
Like,
not more gag manga. Anything but that.
No, more like Shonen Jump covers of like the art style changes. They
Oh.
do a few of those every now and again, but you know.
So, from what I can tell, it takes like it's like 5 weeks and 4 or 5. No, let me see. When did let me look. Okay, so it's gonna be like 4 or 5 weeks till maybe more new series start up, I guess, and Jump again because it seems that's how they
Maybe more.
handle it. Meaning,
Mhm.
Burn the Witch is obviously going to start within like 2
I
months.
can't wait.
My guess is Burn the Witch will be back then. I really hope Yugen gets picked up by that time.
Please. Yugen was very fun.
Yugen-
Yugen was more than a gag manga, which is why I like it.
Yeah, we
But
made this.
Yugen-
In the last like
Yugen-
week, we like started really liking Yugen more and more.
I always liked Yugen.
I like it more now. I think just after like having it in my mind for a while, it's like it's really fucking good.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I was scrolling through like all like the Shonen Jump stuff. I'm like, huh. I still do want to see more Yugen. I'm hoping it gets picked up.
Like,
I don't
seriously
imagine
think-
why it wouldn't. I mean, the
Yeah.
Food Wars guys are very popular. Anyone who watched the Anime Expo live stream and had to endure the fucking Food Wars shit, I salute you.
Listen, I'm gonna assume Food Wars is pretty based because the guy who does the art is a porn artist. That's pretty based. 2, Yugen was great, so I would assume like they know how to write good characters. So I'm sure Food Wars as a manga is pretty great.
Sure, but
But,
that
like,
fucking bit at Viz
ugh.
Media was so fucking drawn out.
God, we were waiting so long for the JoJo one, and it was really cool to see the JoJo stuff. Like, oh,
It
they were talking
was,
yeah.
but there was no announcement.
because they were hyping up like, oh, we have stuff to announce, and they didn't announce anything.
No, I think that people that were just complaining about that JoJo panel are just like awful, cause like,
Yeah, no, yeah, agreed.
come on, you got the voice actor for Giorno, you got the anime director, like, they're telling all these interesting stories and like these changes that they made to the anime and why they did that, and you're just like, where's Stone Ocean? Stone Ocean
Yeah.
wasn't gonna get fucking announced.
Dude, they're gonna have their own announcement for Stone Ocean. That's what they did for
Yes.
Part 5. They had their own conference just for JoJo. It'll happen. Trust me. I
It's
know.
all I'm saying
coming.
is it would be a dick move to like, take away all the attention from like a general conference just for yourself if you're announcing Stone Ocean,
Like, I didn't care. I didn't give a shit about Zerona pick up girls in the dungeon. I don't like
Yeah, neither
Ezdekai.
do I.
I really don't.
Unless it's
Food Wars is cute, I guess, because like, oh, cooking, haha. It didn't really need to go on for 40 minutes.
yeah, that guy was just too shitposty, I thought.
But
It
I
would have
really
been
like the
better if
JoJo
it was a legit. If it
I
was a
really like the
legit
JoJo
cookie.
one because they're like, oh, one of the changes we made is the amount of like Muda in the manga. We tried to
Yeah,
match it.
that was very interesting, actually.
And he's like, oh, we would try to find out ways to say it faster. What says is it better? He's like, oh, so I tried like scrunching up my face a little bit, and that really helped like this. It speeded up, and it's like really
Yeah,
really
that was
cool.
great. I love that.
And they're like, oh yeah, making traders a Requiem for a Trader, it got rejected 3 times.
That's wild.
That
man.
never happened. That never happened with any JoJo opening. Usually
is
they
just
get
crazy.
accepted on the spot.
I can't believe that
So-
because it's such a good opening.
And
That
like
was
just
highlighted.
the amount of passion and like effort they put in, you can tell like yes, this is basically confirming yes, 6 is in development.
That was the highlight of the stream for me, just because it was Trader's Requiem pandering, and that's what I want to see because that's my favorite opening.
And there's that guy who's just grooving there to like join a theme for like 5 to 6 minutes.
It's a great
Dude, that
fucking
guy-
theme.
I know.
Dude, that guy actually like dressed like a stand user.
It is
Yeah.
shit meme, but like great song.
Yeah.
I love how he's like. I love how it
Jojo.
kind of sounded pretty shitty. I mean, he's just like fucking around just for 6, 7 minutes, and it's so fucking awesome.
hmm
Just vibing, dude being a dude.
Can we get back to Robocop?
Oh
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's good. It's really
Rebecca
good.
reached Jujutsu. That's base.
that was nice. Because it was Jujutsu
Yeah,
Kaisen.
she has Nappa knees. I actually
Um,
pogged when I saw that. When I saw Nappa like drawn in this art style.
Napanese.
Yeah, Nappa's my favorite character, dude.
And then what else? What else was there? There was the reveal of Roboco on the bike. So if you go on the Weekly Shonen Jump Twitter, they had like a little animated bit, like
The PV,
What-
yeah.
yeah, they at the PV they actually animated the bike bit of him opening the door. Roboco's outside, closing the door, opening again. The gangsters who have fucking manji swastikas on like their foreheads and shit,
Yeah.
which I think might be a Tokyo Manji reference. I'm not
No,
sure.
no,
Is it
it's
not?
Tokyo Manji didn't invite delinquents, nor did it invite.
Okay, but like, how often do delinquents in Japan use fucking manji? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I saw a few in like GTO, dude. Like when I showed you the first episode of GTO, there was a few. I think
The,
it's just like something that like some of the gangs do.
I need to watch more GTO then. So, but it's interesting.
It's good. It's one of my favorites.
yeah, GT was
Yeah.
awesome.
And then Roboco saving the kid at the end, jumping in front of a fucking moving car, killing that guy instantly. Probably fucking
Yeah, that guy's straight up dead, man. Like,
dude. That guy's body probably got mutilated, like in
Yeah.
like fucking. Oh my god. Also, the mom's bad. The mom's really fucking bad.
oh my god, really? Come on.
No,
She's
Well,
just a
for
the
normal
truck.
looking-
No, because she's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck your dad later. That's literally she
Yeah.
straight up says like, I'm gonna fucking if you want let me see. Well, if you want a little brother or sister, I'll do your best with your father tonight.
Yeah.
to get friendly.
I love the gag. Like how she's like always holding the knife.
I know. I'm wondering like if the gag's gonna change every like chapter. She's holding something different,
Oh,
or it's just a knife.
in one chapter she's holding it.
It's really interesting because Roboco's easily the shortest. Is a really short like first chapter. It's only 30 pages. Like even More King as a gag series had 50 pages for its first. So I don't know.
Magu-chan, it's good. I like it a lot. I better keep up the good work.
I
else-
didn't.
I don't.
I didn't.
I
I fell
don't.
off.
I don't.
This is where I fall off of
I've been
Magu-chan
saying.
chapter.
I've been saying that I've not been liking Magu-chan.
It's just the fact that like compared to even like Hardboiled Cop and then now Roboco, honestly, those two series do the gags. They do Hardboiled Cop does the setting better. It does like the weird because Hardboiled Cop's obviously got a little bit of like I guess it feels like it's gonna get a little Lovecraft influence because of the cult in a seaside town.
hmm
We're gonna have to talk
with
about that
Magu-chan.
next because
Yeah,
I
we will
really want to
talk
talk
about
about that. But
But like
thank God.
Magu-chan really does not have an identity. compared to
Okay.
everything else.
I think when we were talking about Maguchan last, I fucking called the whole like more Gods of Chaos thing, but like it's weak. It's so
Yeah.
weak.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
clams, haha.
Haha,
Like,
you summon hermit clams.
There's nothing like distinct about the new god.
Yeah, he's just a starfish.
Yeah, it's just a star. I don't even remember his name. I just know he's a
Yeah.
starfish, and I know he can summon hermit crabs, and that's it.
And he
And
fucks off.
It's gonna get canceled. I mean, like I don't know. It's not worth talking about.
I
Frankly.
don't even know if I see it going to 10 chapters, honestly. I seriously don't think I can see it going that far.
Well, I don't know about that, but yeah. What do you think, Ardo?
Yeah, you guys are probably right, but I don't know.
And the art's all right. I still feel like the guy's trying to find his style, though. It's still very rough in some spots, especially like side views.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he understands his own anatomy yet, which, he's an artist and he's still improving. And I'd really like to see how his art improves because he has a really good style. It's very unique. But I still think it needs work.
Yeah.
I think
course.
maybe if what my guess is because Shonen Jump obviously they're like, oh, we're just gonna start this series. We know it because they usually have to have something to start. That's how we learned to Bakuman. Even like, oh, there wasn't a lot shown at the meeting this week. They're still probably gonna pick something even if it's weak. They'll usually just pick the best of the best. Meaning, I think Maguchan's honestly like was probably the weakest, and they're like, you know what, we'll still put it in anyways. At least it's marketable because Maguchan's cute, I guess.
Literally, you can use plushes of him, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd buy a manga plush.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course you would.
He's based. Okay, Magu is based though. Let's be real.
Put it on my head, dude.
Yeah, I'd walk out in public with him in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Make Maguchan
No, what it
hats.
is they're gonna make like Maguchan plushies, and they're like a brain, like they control your brain or whatever. Because it's like
That's
everyone's
just
wearing
like
a Maguchan.
that's like the brain slug from
Yeah, the brain
Futurama.
slug. I was gonna say, or the brain slug from fucking what was that movie? The fucking height. They were like, it was the prom movie, in 1980s. Do you remember?
Night of the Creeps.
Yeah, it's like Night of the
Oh
fucking
my
Creeps.
god, Night of the Creeps is an absolute classic, dude.
Fucking awesome.
One of the funniest fucking horror movies ever. I love when Tom Atkins goes to like the sorority house, and he's like, "Good news, ladies, your dates are here, but there's some bad news. What's the bad news? They're dead."
Oh.
That's so
I just love the idea. I
stupid.
just love brain slugs. Brain slugs are so fucking funny.
Yeah, no, dude. If you have not seen Night of the Creeps, absolute classic. Tom Atkins in every movie he's in is like a peak Chad, and like the whole thing with Night of the Creeps is it's a satire of like its own decade of movies. Cause like it starts out in the 50s and it's like very like black and white, like very cheap, very hammy, and then it goes into the 80s and then it just becomes like this huge 80s parody, but it itself is an 80s movie and it's just so full of soul and it's like hilarious.
Yeah. I guess what's his name? Hardboiled. So I was talking to Eric about this, Colin. I didn't tell you this. I think
Mhm.
Hardcore Cop still has potential, but I really think its future is decided on this next chapter.
Yes.
Okay, I can. I
I think-
100% understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. No, I like it. I do like it. It's just the fact that I don't know how they're going to handle the story's plot. I don't know how they're going to handle the story's battles. I don't know how they're going to handle anything. The next chapter really decides like how interesting Hardboiled Cop is because the next chapter is because they put 3 chapters at a time. So this is the end of the prologue technically. We're going to learn like what the gimmick of the series is, what the gimmick of the character of like the fights will be, characters, shit like that.
So, chapter 1, we learned the gimmick of the character, basically, like the main character.
We got the setup. We got the setup, like where it takes place. We have the main character. We have this child. We have this other cop. This chapter,
Orpheus.
we are introduced to more of the child herself and what she's like. She's very smart. She's like the opposite of Anya. She's not stupid. A little bit. She's a little dopey, but like she's very intelligent. She can solve crimes. What it is now we're dealing with a terrorist organization of underwater sea creatures who can apparently evolve into humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
That's a really great, like it's great on its own. Where it really gets decided next is how they're gonna handle like conflict. That is where I think Hardboiled Cop is really gonna need to find its biggest identity because I think if they can do this next chapter well, I think Hardboiled Cop will at least go on for its full run. I think it's marketable. It's because Shonen Jump's meant to be marketable. We have a market of a cute girl character. Orphe, I feel like Orphe's a really good mascot they could use.
Mm-hmm.
Main characters, obviously, he looks like the guy from Beelzebub, so he's like a really cool character. And we have the sex appeal kind of female character.
Yeah,
so
it's just a very well-rounded series.
Yeah, very well rounded, and I think this next chapter should complete that. And yeah, honestly, I think right now I'm sitting at a 7 out of 10. But if this next chapter is good, I'm gonna bump that up to an 8. And
I
then
mean,
if
we'll
it keeps
see.
going,
I mean,
eventually,
we've
you know.
barely seen anything, you know.
Yeah, I don't. Now, one thing I don't like doing is I don't like rating series until they're like five-ish chapters in. I don't like going on like Manga Dex or not Manga Dex, My MLS and going like Ayakashi Triangle. People are giving it reviews like 2 weeks in. I'm like, that's not fair. The series is still finding its bearings, and we're still like learning like what the series is about. So, yeah. I don't think it's right to give a true score, and a judge to a series early on, because I think it devalues like what that series is and what that series can become.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like Mashle. Mashle's amazing. I give it a 9 out of 10 right now. It got really bad reviews its first few weeks, just based on like 2 chapters. So, I think like that's honestly something I think maybe like sites need to fix. Like, oh, you can't review the series till it's at least 5 chapters in or something. Depending on what it is, maybe.
But what if it gets canceled after 2 chapters?
That usually doesn't happen with Jump. They go on at least to like 10.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually how it works. Because what it is they go meeting to meeting. Meetings are held every like 2 or 3 months. So like, okay, month 1, new series. Month 2, okay, do we keep the series going? Yes. Okay, next meeting, do we keep the series going? No. Okay, we cancel the series. That's basically how it works.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah.
Okay.
But I feel like I'm talking a lot. I'm sorry.
No, that's informative. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone read Bakuman. Very, very. I'm halfway done.
I knew you knew that just because of Bakuman.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I'm here to announce we are planning on reading Platinum End.
Yes.
The new chapter is August. I think it's fair if we all catch up by then. It's like 53 chapters.
Let me finish Bakuman first, and then I'll see. I'd rather like get through the first 2 works and then kind of judge it as a whole on its own.
Okay.
And as a sequel series. So if not by August, late August, around maybe before the chapter comes out or something. I don't know. But yeah. All right. What is next?
What? Yeah, Mashle. Which we really enjoyed.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful chapter.
Except for
me.
Idiot.
Duat is literally you. How could you not like it?
I thought the rest of the chapter, like the beginning part, was kind of
Because it's setting up. We're getting into a fight. You silly Billy.
You silly goose.
Good.
Silly fucking idiot.
Why'd you send that? Why'd you send that to Talk Boys, Arda? You better put that in the description. So what it is it's an image of a Wojak sniffing Yamato's armpit.
Yeah.
Just like me, just like me, just like me.
Okay, now you're just posting armpits of Yamato in the group chat.
Yeah.
There's already fan art of Yamato?
Yeah.
Huh.
You don't look her up. Don't look her up.
Oh wait, here we go. Here we go. Here's my favorite one.
Oh, no.
It's her reenacting the Kozuki Oden dance.
That's really funny. I like that one actually.
I like that she's naked. I like that.
No, it's just a genuinely funny picture.
Yeah.
It's soul.
Yeah, but Mashle's really good. I love the final page the most.
Yeah, I do think there's not too much to talk about with Mashle because yeah, it is just kind of setting up this next fight.
Oh, and the final series on the round table right now, My Hero.
Wait, do we not? Oh, wait, Roboco, One Piece,
I'm not
My
gonna
Hero.
talk about it.
So there's My Hero, Jujutsu.
You guys can talk about My Hero. I'm reading it. I am not caught up. I'm getting there though.
So where are you at right now?
I'm at like chapters. I'm still on the part where they're in the camp. Yeah.
Okay. You're getting to after that arc is my second favorite arc of My Hero.
Oh, actually, before you talk about My Hero, I want to say, Mission Yozakura Family. It's going nowhere. It's going absolutely nowhere. and it sucks because like 10 chapters ago we were getting like actual story, and it's just this chapter was a return to form in a way because the brother character came back and he's been like MIA for a while, but I don't know. It needs something new.
I think Mission
Otherwise,
stuff sells well though. Like the last volume was one of the best sellers.
yeah,
But
it's just a lot of lollygagging. Like it's not bad. It's just I want more out of this series.
because the best selling manga of the last week was Kimetsu no Yaiba 21 in first place. Obviously, that's gonna keep. Promise Neverland Volume 19 was in number 3. My Hero Volume 27 was in 4. Doctor Stone 16 was in 6. Black Clover 15, Act Age 27. A Gravity Boys Volume 2 dropped it into the 200s.
Can't.
A Gravity, without a doubt, is getting canceled.
Yep. No,
Like-
no, it's not. No.
One thing we learned last night is, dude, Spy X Families, all their volume sales have already sold as much as Doctor Stone.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. Spy X Family's huge in Japan.
Arda was telling me Spy X Family is the biggest, had the biggest first volume launch of a manga series since Black Clover.
That's
Black Clover.
Jesus.
It's insane. Because a few days ago they were like, oh, Spy X Family reached 4 million. I think I saw like a day ago it reached 5 million. It's already outsold Doctor Stone and Jujutsu. It's right behind Black Clover. So
It hasn't sold out as an outsold Mitama yet though, which has a 470 million sales.
yeah, and only 3 volumes.
Yeah, 3 volumes.
Base. I can't believe Hunter x Hunter only sold 5 copies in its entire run. Crazy.
I can't.
Can't believe Hunter x Hunter's a thing.
You can't
Yeah.
believe 5 different people actually bought Hunter x Hunter.
That was all the same guy. It was Higashi himself. He only bought he bought volume 1, volume 7, volume 20, and volume 32. Those are the only ones he's bought.
He's like, I need them so I can buy Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about My Hero or Jujutsu Kaisen?
We'll do Jujutsu first.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, not a lot happened this chapter. It was a really
Oh,
good little. It was
I
a
thought
good
it
little
was-
chapter
I thought it was interesting.
because it's they're fighting this guy who's basically Fushigura's. Yeah, it was his dad, right? Fushi's dad.
Yeah. Because he's
And
talking
he's
about
like-
oh yeah, my son's his curse technique is
Very similar to yours, and he's like, "Hey, what's your name?" He's like, "Fushiguro." And he's like, "You got lucky," and then kills himself. He's not
Yeah.
really alive right now, though, so it's weird.
yeah. You know, it's just crazy seeing like rabbits weaponized like that.
Dude,
All
it's like imagine it's like what was that fucking Monty Python? Imagine instead of one rabbit,
Yeah, huh?
a million rabbits start flooding out of the cave and just start chomping on a guy. That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, pretty much. It was a little bit jarring this chapter because it's so kind of far from the action that we've seen, in the previous chapter.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty cool. I think that we're getting kind of the different perspectives of this, huge fight that's going on because it's not all just like one party in one location,
Yeah.
It's this whole
Oh.
metropolitan area.
Yeah, and I don't. Where did the chapter end off? Did it end off? I don't remember because I don't remember if they tease what's next chapter. I don't know
Oh,
how
wait,
far
wait.
we are in this arc.
You're
This arc might
talking
still be
you're talking
going
about the
on.
previous chapter?
No, where's this chapter?
Oh,
where
this chapter?
ends? Oh, just him dead. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how long this arc's still gonna go on for.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's still going
either.
for a while. So
It could.
This-
There's a lot of crazy fights going on right now. So
this is on a season 3 material, I guess.
you think? Yeah, probably.
Probably I think the entire season 3 could just be this arc. Yeah, the Shibuya Incident Part 31.
Because Jujutsu chapters can either be really long or really fast reads. I think
So, because
this was definitely a fast read.
Jujutsu is interesting because they usually chapters have titles. Jujutsu Kaisen is literally okay, the title for this chapter is just the arc they're on, part
Yeah.
whatever.
And this is fucking part 31.
So it's honestly at this point we're probably around halfway. No, probably not even halfway through the arc.
It's tough to tell. But no, it's an interesting arc so far. I'm loving
Yeah.
it.
I don't know where Jujutsu story can go, honestly. Like, it could end in the next 100 chapters. It could end in the next
I mean,
500
it all
chapters.
depends on what's gonna happen to our boy.
Yeah, and depends on how long. Because like Shonen Jump's strength, the thing with Shonen Jump is you have to like Shonen Jump manga are meant to be as long as possible.
Yeah.
That's part of how they make their money, of course.
Mhm.
Jujutsu feels like a series they could still just keep going with for a good like half a decade.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm so excited for the anime, man. I'm so excited.
same. I think when the first episode's out, we should all stream it together.
That'd be cool.
We should.
All right, you guys should talk about My Hero while I go take a
Uh,
piss.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. That new My Hero. Hype. Hype.
Very, very epic.
So I really like how this chapter of My Hero is Shigaraki versus Endeavor, Deku, and Bakugo. One of the biggest...
You forgot one person.
Who?
Gran Torino.
Oh yeah, Gran Torino. So the interesting thing about this chapter is the fact that not just it's not all for one, it's like acquire one for all. Shigaraki calls Deku his little brother. It's Shigaraki thinks he's talking to all for one when he's really talking to the original user. The original. No, wait, no, it is all that is the original. Never mind. So I guess he's like synced up with him, and he's like trying to take over Shigaraki's mind, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, so cool. And he's like, you know what? Fuck you. I control myself. Oh.
My Hero's going on like a sudden break though. Next week.
Yeah, they ended this chapter on a fight between what I forgot what his name was. Max.
Lady.
Gigantomachia and Mountain Lady.
Yeah.
I actually paused when I saw that.
Dude, Mountain Lady's bad. She's bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, this fight is really good. We're almost done with the arc, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really happy seeing Mount Lady like actually become a real character, kind of.
Yeah, we're actually getting
because like
from her.
we
Dude,
like
like,
in the beginning, like we only saw her like briefly, and she's like, "Oh yeah, haha, pro heroes are cool."
She's just kind of treated as
And,
a
like,
bit of a gag.
Yeah, but now she's like actually fucking pulling her own weight. I mean,
and also
wrestling him.
for like the past like arc and a half, they keep like cock teasing Gigantomachia.
And we're finally gonna see that.
Yeah, it's
In
'cause he, like,
full.
Oh shit! I just realized something. Okay, so if you look on the last page of the new chapter, on the back of Gigantomachia,
Oh,
you
yeah,
see
everyone's
like
riding him.
yeah, everyone's riding him.
I see
Dabi,
Toga. I see Toga.
Toga.
Dude, I
Um,
mean, they might join in the fight as well. I mean, Mount Lady's got a lot like handled. Dude, this arc is just so good, but I feel like we're already on the climax. My guess is how this arc is gonna go is the heroes are gonna lose big time.
Yeah. And it's gonna say they're gonna say end of part 1 or end of prologue.
Like they're gonna break out all for one. That's probably what's gonna happen at the end of this arc. Stain is gonna be released.
It's gonna be Stain, it's gonna be Kurogiri, and it's maybe if they're being really funny, they can free overhaul.
They're gonna kill off a major character too in this arc, I feel.
Yeah.
Other than
killed.
other than
They
Twice.
killed Deku. They killed Deku. Just kidding.
I don't think they're gonna kill Aizawa. I think they're gonna save Aizawa versus Porto guy. What's his name?
Kurogiri.
Yeah, they're gonna save them to have a fight. I think that's what's gonna happen.
Oh, what if President Mike dies?
President Mike could die. Gran Torino could die. Those are the two.
Yeah, I think the best thing they could die for the plot is if it's one of the students.
Ooh, that's
good.
bold. That's bold.
Bold move, yeah.
Because that's gonna introduce like a huge thing for the school as well. Like the school may try to get shut down after that too, because they're obviously using these kids for practically war.
Hot fucking water right now.
Because we already know like the heroes are very much not in the right.
Yeah.
A lot of these villains are like doing things for selfish reasons, but at the same time,
real big like gamble with that though is like if it's one of like the two students that we don't know shit about, it's just gonna be like, okay, whatever, they died, so what? But if it's like someone we've actually like known about, it's gonna be really sad.
Even if it's not like this arc, a student is gonna die. That's gonna happen.
Yeah. I'm personally hoping for a fucking rock guy.
Oh, the
Red
animal
Riot?
No,
animal?
like the guy that's like literally like made of rocks, the animal guy.
Oh, him.
Talks like bugs and shit. Yeah, that guy.
No, what's gonna happen is at the end of this arc, he's gonna come out. It's like it's like it's gonna be like Giorno where they step on a frog or something, and he's like, "You messed up," and you see the entire forest come out and just start beating the shit out of Shigaraki.
Oh my god.
Mhm. Unironically, just kill off Sarah, dude. He does nothing. Fucking tape guy.
What about the guy with the tail? You can kill him off.
Oh yeah,
Aw.
that guy's also done nothing.
Because the thing is, there's honestly, my friend told me like, "Oh, did you know he dropped out when I was reading it?" It's like, no, and I it's like, wait, did he? Actually, him because he's like he feels too ordinary compared to everyone. Him dropping out would make a lot of sense for the plot.
Yeah,
That means and
would-
Shinzo would replace him.
Yeah, no, that could be like his actual like character arc is that like fucking I'm not doing anything. These guys are actually like putting their lives on the line. These guys are all like fucking freaks, and then I'm just here.
I'm just a fucking king. I'm just literally a kangaroo.
So far, everyone in Class 1A has had their own arc except for the tail guy and
Tape man.
Shinzo, Sero, and the animal guy.
the animal guy sorta kinda had.
Because like I don't know, does joint training count that much? Like the guy with the sugar guy, Sugar Rush. We don't really know much about him. He's a good
That
cook.
is in the fucking Class 2, isn't he?
Yeah, they still have a lot of characters they can still flesh out.
Yeah.
Because this arc is obviously Tokiyami, and I guess Kaminari.
Pretty much all the interesting looking ones have gone their character arcs so far,
Yeah.
except for Toro.
I think Kaminari is still like up in the air for development.
Yeah, I like the theory that well, Kaminari got a bit of it, but yeah, especially like recently, yeah. But I remember this theory that like the Invisible Girl is like a descendant of the very first person with a quirk.
Hmm.
Baby
Oh, I
that-
forgot about her. She hasn't gotten anything as well.
Yeah, the baby that was like glowing. Maybe it's like eventually like that glowing quirk like manifested and like got mutated over time. And,
Maybe.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. But yeah, is that all we wanted to talk about? My hero.
Eric's not back yet.
Well, no, he said just ping him.
Okay, just ping them. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Man, while you guys were talking about that, I ate this delicious, this is not a paid plug. They're called Bark Thins Snacking Chocolate, flavored dark chocolate, blueberry, and quinoa. It was quite delicious, and I think it's gonna be my future fuel for powering through manga like My Hero
I think
Academia.
I think it's gonna be big later down the line.
Fuck
No.
off. Dude, everyone makes fun of me because I tell them like, guys, Jujutsu Kaisen's gonna get big. Guys.
I mean, it is. It is gonna
Yeah.
get big.
It is. And like no one's all my IRL friends, they're like not prepared for how big Jujutsu Kaisen is gonna be. I keep saying it's gonna get big.
Jujutsu, Chainsaw Man, those Undead Unluck's gonna get big.
As for me, I've been personally indulging in the Chips Ahoy.
No one
soft
cares.
chunky.
I've been personally indulging in
Alright.
Pocky
It's
chocolate cream covered biscuit
So-
sticks and sour Skittles.
So we're done
It's
with
true.
the catch up for weekly, right?
Yeah.
You know what that means, everyone?
Attack on Titan.
Oh fuck. This is a big episode. Are we gonna talk about Attack on Titan or Bleach right now?
Colin, what do you want? What do you want to do?
Wait, we're talking about Blue Exorcist. It's a good chapter at the end. That's all I gotta say.
Well, none of us read Blue Exorcist besides you,
Yeah, yeah.
Colin.
Except me, yeah,
Other
exactly.
news,
It was
I
good.
Oh, other news. I started Black Clover. I only read one chapter because the other night I've read.
I
it
thought
and
you
fell
said
asleep.
you've read Black Clover before.
I've read a chunk of it. I've read like the first 30 chapters, but that was like a
You've read
year
a
ago, so I'm reading them again.
Don't you own like fucking Black Clover merch?
I own the first volume and I own a figure of Asta.
And you've only read like 30
Oh.
chapters.
I've read like 2 or 3 volumes, but like it's good.
I've read like 2 chapters. Get it right.
I've read like all Battle
I
Shonen.
read the
Battle,
title.
dude, all Battle Shonen are the same.
I saw the intro on YouTube once. I'm pretty sure I'm an expert
Yeah,
on
dude,
it.
I listen to Black Rover and Black Catcher on the floor.
Yeah, dude, Attack on Titan and Mori King are the exact same series. No, I will not elaborate.
No, they are. They are. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Dude, Mora King's gonna show up. He's gonna be the founding Titan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gotta put Mori King in the thumbnail, by the way. Now,
No.
please.
Yes.
A giant beetle in the corner, please.
Oh, I'm just gonna do the fucking like burst, fucking Mori King.
Okay, get a fat beetle or something. You can get a crown on him. Anyways, Bleach or Attack on Titan. Let's flip a coin. How about that?
Okay.
Coin flip. All right.
I feel bad.
Heads-
Anyone that listens, first of all, thank you. But anyone who listens wanting Bleach, we usually start episodes with Bleach. We haven't even touched it yet.
I know. All right. Heads or tails? So heads will be Bleach. Tails will be Attack on Titan. Let's go.
It's tails.
Tails. It's tails. All right. Let's just talk about Attack on Titan real quick. Colin,
Okay.
if you want to mute yourself.
All right, just at me when you're done.
So, Eric, go ahead and lead us off.
Oh man, so I admit I looked at leaks before the chapter translation came out, and I could not wait. And wow, I knew this was gonna be a special chapter, and it most certainly was. We learn so much in this chapter. We learn, first of all, the final nail in the coffin for people that think that Mikasa and Eren should be
Mikasa
together.
friends.
Yeah, Mikasa friends BTFO'd. We get
Yeah.
pretty much a confirmation that Historia is pregnant with Eren's baby.
Yes.
Yeah. We also learn Aaron's full motive. Fuck everyone.
Total annihilation. Which, I mean, it was kind of obvious, but now we see, like,
Yeah.
why he's kind of...
Because we thought like, oh, he was just gonna do it to bring the world together. No, it's not. He's doing it because he wants everyone
Yeah.
to be destroyed.
Yep.
Dude, like we've been before the chapter came out, I was just talking to like these guys, and I was like saying like these past few chapters have kind of lost me just because like with like this whole Aaron shit going on, and like they expect me to like care about these fucking dipshits. Like, no, I needed to see Aaron, and we did.
This chapter was the end of volume 32. Volume 33 will be the final
That's what
volume of Attack on Titan.
we're all estimating. Yeah, 4 more chapters.
No, it
4 or
will,
5
it
more
will.
chapters.
It's already
Isayama said that he planned to end it this year,
so last volume. This chapter obviously was like that, but the final like couple of pages and the final spreads of the action of saying
wow,
this is
just wow.
This is the final battle.
This
is the battle for all life on Earth.
It is just utterly insane how far Isayama's art has come. It is insane. It actually is. Like,
and like, dude, it actually like went back full circle to like the fucking the colossal times being like threatening again.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I love because the idea. I love my favorite thing is you see all these Titans just swimming. I love the shot of like the Titan under the boat. That's awesome.
Just the sense of scale that was captured in this.
But the thing I like is it flashes back for a minute. You see the Titans moving in on the shore, and then it cuts back to Eren looking back on a Titan of his hometown getting destroyed. The parallel between that is absolutely beautiful, and it's just like what they did for the Attack on Titan season 4 poster.
Yeah.
Compared to the first poster, it's absolutely astounding, like how everything has just 180'd.
Yeah. And again, every single time they say the words "the Attack Titan," I pog.
It's so threatening.
Yeah.
Like they used it in such a well way.
The screen, like, oh, they said it.
Like I've been on Twitter recently. I just look up Attack on Titan the past few days because like, is the chapter out yet? Is it out yet? And people are going like, yeah, Attack on Titan's really boring. I don't find it interesting. The characters are uninteresting. The world is uninteresting.
Cope, dude. Attack on Titan is the #1 most popular manga on my anime list. If you don't like Attack on Titan, you're actually on the wrong side of history.
Exactly. Yeah, you are a part of the problem. It's so good. Like, yes, you can agree the first arc is boring. I wouldn't even say that. I thought it was exciting. I thought it was exciting. Like this is mysterious new world with these Titans and these people trying to survive.
Dude, the fucking introduction of Attack on Titan is like one of, if not the greatest intro.
It's probably the most iconic intro I can think of.
In modern history, at least, yeah.
Just like this giant Titan over this wall, peeking over, and all the people like stopping what they're doing and looking at it, and then everything going to shit.
And like the smiling Titan and shit.
Speaking of giant Titan, we get the full view of what we have been waiting for so long. Aaron's final form, the Founding Titan.
Yeah.
Talk about threatening. I need to look at his face again. Where's the link for the chapter?
Hold on, boys. Check out Titan Bros real quick. The fucking, it's like I love this chart, dude.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Aaron's final form must have like big fucking legs if it's walking in the ocean like that.
Hold on, I need to look at his face again. His face. Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah.
It's very, in a way, it's very elf-like. His ears are very elf-like, but his face looks a lot like the Colossal Titan in a way.
Also, like it's kind of like a bit late to say this, but the fact that these Titans can fucking swim kind of changes the game.
Yeah.
It's like the idea, like, oh, you know, we can get away from zombies. We can just go across the ocean. No, these guys can swim.
Yeah.
It's just so
I
like
guess-
it's crazy just imagining this thing walking because when we first saw it, it was kind of like hunched over. We just saw these tiny little legs and then this huge rib
it cannot be
cage,
stopped anymore.
and he's like fucking like hanging, and it's
Yeah.
That's terrifying looking.
it's so bizarre. It's like death itself is coming to you, which is
Look,
just
okay, look at the final spread. Look how his arms are being held up by his own spine. There's like these tendons are
Yeah.
actually that's like a puppet almost. That's actually really oh, it's uncomfortable looking.
yeah, man. It
Yeah.
is crazy. This is one of the craziest designs like ever, I think.
Yeah.
Just all that smoke behind
He-
him and all
he
the
really
wall of
outdone himself.
titans and
Dude, just seeing like the spreads of like the Titans walking and like the gunfire. Dude, that one spread of you see their silhouettes in the distance is
Yeah.
so threatening.
I also just love, I think my favorite spread is just the really far aerial shot of just all the ships lined up and then just the wall of smoke and then
How are they going to win? How can they win?
there's the sheer desperation and you see like the close up of just like one of the commanders just yelling.
You see the
commanding-
spit coming down. You
spit,
can see him
yeah.
sweating. You'd see like,
Just
oh my god.
what could you do if you saw that? It is just harrowing,
Yeah.
absolutely just horrifying.
Honestly, this is a lot like Normandy Beach if it was the opposite.
But awesome.
Yeah, Normandy,
Yeah.
please. I'm making that right now. Normandy Beach. but
Normandy
awesome.
invasion, but awesome. Or just put
Hold on.
D-Day, but awesome.
I'm doing that right now. I'm going on fucking imagery right now. What's it called?
D-Day?
No, what's the fucking like?
Just look up meme generators.
Meme
and-
generator.
Yeah, image flip. Okay, I'm doing it right now. Yeah, like. Oh my god. Where do I fucking insert an image? Here we go. Okay, upload image from my device.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is.
I think
Okay.
Isayama like goes down as one of the greatest mangaka of all time. Like
Oh,
not only
absolutely.
because- Not only because of how good Attack on Titan is, but also because how good his one and only series is.
Yeah, the fact that this is his first
And
fucking
apparently, he's
work.
not doing anything else.
He's never made like a one shot,
Yeah.
or like a short serialization, or
And
anything.
And he said that he's had this whole thing planned out from the beginning.
Yeah.
It is just insane. That's all I can say about Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
It's just such a staggering masterwork.
Yeah,
Like,
and
it's just the sheer genius of this guy
Alright,
to
I'm
just like
tagging you in it.
plan all of this for so long and to finally be able to realize it, and then just the fact that he's able to even do that and he's able to see it through to the end and have it be like one of the biggest fucking things in the world. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable. It's
It-
seriously like unparalleled.
It is.
Good image, Clayton.
That's
Yeah.
it. The Jinbei image is very good too.
The chimpanzee is really good. Yeah, we can't put that one in the thumbnail, but it's really good.
The Jinbei one? Wait, what?
Yeah, we can. It's censored.
The drawing
Oh.
of Jinbei.
No, have you seen that?
Yeah.
Have you seen that one Jinbei photo meme going around recently? It's like the guy with the web toes, and it's just his face looks like Jinbei's.
I
It's on
haven't,
Photoshop.
no.
It's really funny.
Yeah, I guess that does it for Attack on Titan discussion.
Yeah.
And,
And the next
Yeah.
next month cannot come soon enough. That's all I can
I
say.
know. It's
I
almost like an edit of
I think 4 or 5 chapters at max.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Someone needs to make a fucking edit of Jinbei going like all Je vois Pia.
Oh my god.
Insane. Alrighty.
Bleach.
Bleach.
All right, we're just
The
jumping
big
right
one.
into Bleach.
All right, let me get over to the your
Start.
notes because I didn't make notes this week. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, fucking. Okay, we make notes for these, and like
You're carrying us.
I had like a shit. Yeah, I carried these fucking guys with my notes. But okay. First of all, this arc shits on Soul Society.
Oh, I absolutely agree. I'm so glad you
This-
agree with me on that.
This makes Soul Society look like dog shit.
I mean, I agree it's better than Soul Society. I still think it's very similar at first. At
I
first,
mean, it's only similar on a really surface level of, oh, we have to rescue our female companion. But the
This dude-
circumstances of it are very different. That's like saying that like Dressrosa and Alabasta are similar, just because
Yeah.
they're both about tyrants taking over a kingdom.
yeah,
Wait,
but they
quick-
reflect that they do reflect very well though.
Oh
so-
no, yeah, and so do Arrancar and Soul
and
Society.
that's
but
the point. That's the point of
Yeah.
the arcs, too.
they're I wouldn't say they're like people. I've seen other people say that they like that Arrancar is like derivative, which I wouldn't say at all.
That
I
it
just-
insists upon itself.
Yeah, I mean, I will say it took a little bit for this for me to really love it more than Soul Society. Well, okay, yes and no, because right off the bat, the very first like few chapters, man, those were wild. I remember messaging all of them and just freaking out, like, guys, please, you need to read these chapters.
I was like doing something, and then like Eric like dragged me into a Discord and like forced me to start reading. I was like, oh, yeah, this is good.
Ichigo's dad.
Yeah.
Ichigo's dad.
I told you guys. I
know,
literally
dude,
said
He's literally just pretending to be an idiot. He was literally pretending.
no. He still is an idiot.
Okay, let's go through it. Let's go through the shit like
Okay.
chronologically. So we start off with Cone once again, base.
hmm
We got to see what the charm was. Fucking, it's like an alarm.
Yeah.
I love Cone, man. I love him so much. I'm so mad there's no Cone merchandise that's still available.
We see Grand Fisher come back.
Yeah,
one
that
shot.
was
He gets one shot.
Grand Fisher.
that was crazy too.
Yeah.
Plotline
We
ended.
see Uryu's dad, which I don't know if I just wasn't paying attention or whatever, but like I thought his dad was dead.
No, yeah, I thought we were led to believe he died. Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah, it was kind of weird. I was like, you're Ichigo's
Uryu's
dad.
dad, and then Uryu's like, yeah, I don't want to be a Quincy, but I am, and you're a little bitch. And then
It's
teach
like,
you how to be
okay,
a
I can
little-
get you your powers back, but you can't work with the Soul Reaper again. And we'll get to the catch later.
It's literally like, hey, dad, can I have Quincy powers to stay away from the Soul Reapers?
Yes. Actually join Soul Reapers like a boss. I'll make that meme
Reaper
later.
time.
Like,
and then we.
Wait, dumb question.
Hmm.
Dumb question. Which channels are the notes in again? I'm dumb.
Talk Boys.
Talk boys. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just
good.
posted, like yesterday. Just a shit ton of photos.
So we learned about
Flyers.
like Aaron Carr or whatever. And, like they're these like they're they're
Like,
basically
oh,
hollow.
This is my moment, guys. This is my moment because this arc uses a lot of Espanol. And
Good. I don't know how to do it.
okay,
I don't know.
so there's
You
a
have it in
lot.
your-
There's a
you have it
lot.
in your blood, bro. I actually like studied
So-
it. I've like taken classes.
So first of all, like the Arrancar, it basically means like to rip or to like pull.
To rip off.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like
which I think is pretty appropriate for these
Yeah.
guys.
and like
The Espada, which is like that's like Grimjow and everyone else. That basically means like swords.
sword. Yeah.
So like that makes sense too. Where this is probably my favorite use of Spanish is Cueco Mundo.
Where they live.
Yeah. So if I remember correctly, it means something like empty world.
It means like Hollow World.
Yeah.
Like Land of the Hollow. Something. Yeah.
And it really is empty world. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
By
Yeah.
design.
And then like Okeyoda means
Yeah.
he who cries, which
He
I
who
will admit I did
cries.
not recognize that at first because they put a U in the front and that like threw me off so hard.
Yeah, because it's not the sense. It's like if you like math it out, like you know what it is. It's
Yeah.
just like like Ulquiorra, Elquiorra.
Yeah. I mean, like I noticed that Kubo uses like foreign languages a lot. And
Mostly Spanish, and I love that because you don't see that.
You'd never see that in like Japanese media.
yeah.
That
Well-
really like makes it different.
Okay, like you see like Japanese, you see Chinese, you see
Okay.
English.
Well, he also uses German quite a bit.
Yeah.
He
Okay,
uses
why is
German.
Saint Seiya like? Why is Saint Seiya in Dragon Ball considered like Mexico's series when like Bleach? There's Bleach.
Yeah.
I guess there's
Yeah, I mean, like, look at Grimjow's name, Grimjow Jaeger Jock. Like, what? What kind of a name is that?
Yeah, there's
cool.
a fuck name, dude.
I can't pronounce half these guys' names. I'm just
We have,
gonna be honest.
we have like Shia LaPouro.
Yo, what the
Fucking
what the fuck?
Okay.
Okay, wait, hold on. I feel so stupid. I just found out that Loopy is a guy.
yeah.
Wait, who? Wait, which one?
I know it's. I didn't know Luffy was a guy until
Wait.
what was it? It's in my
Who?
notes somewhere. Loopy, the guy
Loopy,
that
the one that got
replaced
owned like immediately with like the
Oh,
purple.
that one.
replaced
Yeah.
Ninja. Yeah, it's in my notes somewhere. Of like, wait, what the fuck?
I
that guy.
skimmed over that, man. I feel really stupid.
Yeah, because Grimjow's just a Chad. Dude,
Oh, yeah,
Grimjow.
it was
Alright, let's just be real. Grimjow's the most Chad villain. we've
Oh
had so
yeah,
far.
dude, absolutely. I
He's
just it's
based.
so funny how owned Loopy gets, and then Grimjow just comes back and takes back his rightful
Yeah.
place as the
With
sixth.
one arm, wasn't it just with one arm too? Or no, no, he had both.
Okay. Okay. Let's go back. You can be ahead of yourselves. Okay, so like Ichigo's like a soul reaper, like gained hollow powers, but like the Arrancar, like the opposite of that. Their hollows like gained soul reaper powers.
Yeah,
I like
that's really
that.
cool.
I like the contrast of that. Then we see fucking Ichigo's dad just beat the shit out of Grand Fisher.
Yeah, that was
And-
great. That was so satisfying.
Yeah. And then we get the Arancars. And they're cool as fuck. They fuck Chad up though. And then we see Orihime.
That was-
Okay.
We finally see Orihime.
I'm seeing a
do something.
pattern. I'm seeing I'm seeing a pattern with Chad.
Yeah, I'm starting
And
to think like
It's a sad one.
I'm starting to think that Kubo really doesn't like Chad.
Yeah,
But,
makes
um,
me
His name's
sad.
Chad. His name's Chad.
Okay, but then we see like Orihime finally doing something.
Yeah,
Beast. Just beast. And then just a bunch of shit. The fucking captains just drop by the school.
that was that. I was not expecting like fucking so many of them to appear at once. Like, okay,
Yeah.
Toshiro, I
Yeah.
get. Toshiro could pass, but like fucking Rangiku, like
Yeah.
what?
I mean-
I plucked Sora when I saw her like her funny parts like
Oh, like Renji.
What-
Just Renji has all these tattoos on his freaking face.
Yeah, that it was wild. But I
Yeah.
appreciated it. The very beginning of this arc just threw us all in such a loop, man. And then we
Yeah.
also meet the newest kind of faction.
yeah.
Was
And
the
also-
what they're called?
you
The
see
Vizards?
Yeah. Hold
Yeah.
on. Before that,
Hmm?
we see Cone. We see him see Rangiku go fucking Hamina, and then she beats the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I'm used to it, honestly.
Not even. She doesn't beat the shit out of him. It's just one strong punch.
know.
Yep.
I feel that to my fucking soul. And then we see Grimjow. I've been waiting to see him for like the longest time, just because like
He looks
Finally.
awesome. I knew he was a type of character that I just love, evil,
Yeah.
Chad, blue hair.
Arda, I
Oh.
don't like these notes. It's literally just you simping over Rengi. Like fucking
where your fucking notes, dipshit.
okay. It's still weird. Like he's fucking simping for like half your fucking notes.
Yeah, my Rangiku notes are like literally like fucking less than like 5% of the notes.
I don't know. I mean, you can include pictures as well. I didn't make
Yeah!
I'm
okay,
gl-
the reason. Okay, why? Let's hear everyone's reasons why we do this. I wanted to read. I just straight up didn't want to quit. Like, okay, I read this part. I want to make notes. No, I just said like, I'm just gonna binge through it all in one go.
Dude,
That's literally what I
I
did.
got through all of this reading. Chapter like 181 to like 315. I got through all of that in 2 sittings, and a big part of that was because of G Fuel. Not sponsored by, I wish we were, but G Fuel really works, guys. It really works.
Yeah, everyone go to
All right.
GFuel / real
Wait.
human being to get 5%
Quick-
off your next order.
Real
Quick question. If you could all have your own like unique G Fuel flavor, what would it be?
Make
Uh,
bleach G Fuel flavors like compared to different arcs. Soul Society,
Strawberry.
sour. Soul Society sour.
Okay. G Fuel. We know you sponsor a lot of people. You're kind of like liberal with the whole sponsorship thing. We would love to be sponsored by you guys.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude, I want my stupid buggy image on fucking Shaker.
I drew that too. Art
I know.
Me
uh,
in MS Paint.
okay, but yeah, so anyways, we see Rangiku in a bath.
Is that
That's probably
really?
the
Is that
highlight.
noticeable? Is that really? Yeah, you
Well,
see
Is that
what I mean?
noteworthy?
You see what I mean?
I did think it was interesting how like Rangiku is with Orihime and Horihime, like who's already really Hamina, is getting just absolutely mogged by her.
Yeah, fucking outmatched in every single way. But yeah, so
You see Rukia fight finally. Finally.
Shibuya with powers. We see
What?
her do shit. And she
200
fucked that
chapters.
guy.
200 something chapters for this.
Holy shit! Okay, you know what? It's not as noticeable because we're binging it, but like, this is all like fucking 4 years after Bleach starts serializing.
The main.
Oh,
female,
wow.
Like, the actual,
Jeez.
like the secondary protagonist, Rukia,
Finally see her.
finally does something after like
Yeah.
almost 4 years.
And then
She
like,
actually does real fighting instead of just like yelling at Ichigo to do something.
and then just as like we thought we had it figured out, we get hit with that. Oh, the Arankar don't have Zanpakutos.
They are
don't.
the Zanpakuto. What is it like? Release Zanpakuto. What was that thing I sent you guys? It was like the Go-Go gadget. It's like Zanpakuto.
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't see that.
Go gadget, Senpakuto release.
Go-Go gadget. Zanpakuto. Release.
Go Gadget, Bankai.
Bankai. Literally. And yeah, we get like these cool fights with all these like Arankar invading. And then freaking
I was not
Ika-
expecting them to come that early.
Yeah, I know. And then Ikaku does that really cool and it's like, yeah, it takes a
But-
minute to start up, but it's really strong.
Yeah.
And then, like, he's an honorable man, dude.
Ikaku is probably like one of the hardest characters in Bleach.
Actually
Like-
mad that he didn't run.
I
into,
know, dude. He's so based. I'm so happy that he's come around.
He's such a
All I'm gonna say
Even though
is
he
I
looks
can
like Sar Baldy Bald.
I can understand why one of our friends simps over him so hard.
our friend Kira, yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Grimjow's literally like, yeah, I'm only the 6th strongest.
yeah.
Me number
And he-
6.
And he
Also-
completely decimates Ichigo.
Before that happens, one of like Kisuke's little fucking girls he babysits, strong as fuck.
Oh
And
yeah.
I just want to know, what the fuck am I doing reading about Ichigo's story instead of her?
Yeah.
Honestly.
You know,
And
okay,
then-
so one thing that I hear a lot about Bleach, speaking of, is like that Ichigo is a Gary Stu, which like, yeah, I know,
Sorta.
he sort of is, but
He doesn't really development. He hasn't had development in a
but honestly, I
Hunter
feel
x
like
Hunter.
most characters in Bleach are really overpowered.
Yeah.
At least like the Soul Reapers, you know, and even
Yeah.
like you know the Arankar in this arc.
Because they're overpowered, they need to climb a lot. as fast
Exactly.
as they can.
Okay, of the early 2000s big 3 already, like not only 200 chapter 3 is in, Bleach is easily the strongest out of Naruto and
Yeah.
One Piece. Without a doubt. Dude, like day 1 these
Yeah.
characters are already stronger than like in
Yeah.
game of Naruto.
Okay, I think like the Straw Hats in Mono, I think the furthest they could make it is like right before they fight Byakuya in.
Oh yeah,
in
Byakuya
Soul.
would fuck all the Straw Hats up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Dude,
okay,
Zoro
No,
would get his
but-
shit
but-
kicked in.
Byakuya beat Goku.
and okay, it
Probably.
it saddens me to say this, but I really wish Rangiku would do anything on screen.
You just want to fucking simp over her. I've
No.
been saying
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
really.
the thing is, she's a what was she, a Side
Okay.
captain.
Okay. She's had 2 fights so far.
One of
Both
them's
them
on-
have been off screen.
Yeah.
Both of them were off screen. And also, like, whenever she's like talking to someone, it's like they'll show like the beginning of the dialogue and then cut to someone else and then never show like what the result was. Like when she was talking to like
Kubo's
Ian and
cock
them.
teasing you, dude.
I know, dude.
Oh, speaking
Okay,
of like
yeah.
cock teasing, Tatsuki gets like a little bit of development.
Why isn't she one of the fighters?
Yeah.
I
She should have been
know, I
in this
know.
group
It's
fighting.
pissing me off.
She's
dude.
a martial artist. She has like
it's
she
pissing me
has
off,
the-
man.
other than
No,
Ichigo,
dude.
she's the most combat experience.
But no,
Honestly,
dude, at this point,
she-
she's outmatched by every other girl.
I know.
only
It's frustrating, dude. Absolutely
I mean,
frustrating.
She could have
Yeah.
replaced Chad when you think about it. When
Oh,
you
no,
like, but I'm happy with Chad. Like I think Chad's great as is. But I'm just saying, like, since they're both like, fight very strong fighters in their own regards, they probably could have ended up the exact same. Like I feel like they're very interchangeable with like some exceptions. Because Chad's like, oh, my grandfather's soul is in like my right arm, and that's why it's protecting.
Mhm.
But still.
And then Grimjaw getting fucking sent to the principal's office. and then
Yeah,
tells
it
him
was not like it was such a cock tease because it's like, oh man, we're gonna see him fight, and then fucking Grimjaw basically gets pulled on his ear back into Hueco Mundo, and
And then one of the things we didn't mention, we learned that the Menos Grande have different tiers. And then we find out
Oh,
that
yeah.
these guys are just the fucking like foot soldier tier. These guys
Yeah.
aren't even that strong. And then, we see like a bit of a training arc, which is like, that's how shit's gonna go down. I also forgot to mention the old Vizards, the fucking dipshits.
Shinji, I think that was his name.
I only really care about Shinji and like 2 of the other guys. Like
One of them's
Kuroda.
ring fist to the North Star at one point. He's like,
Yeah.
"You're already dead."
Yeah.
It's symbolic because you are actually dead and he's alive. It's such a powerful line.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm gonna like go and say a little thing. This isn't really much on spoilers. After this arc is when I watched a little bit of Bleach on Adult Swim, but these guys do get a lot in the fake Kakura Town arc.
okay,
Based.
I'm
These guys
so
are some of the
excited for
major
fake
fighters.
Kakura Town.
But yeah.
Oh.
So we see these guys like fucking training with Ichigo, trying to help with his hollow powers. I love this shot where like his hollow powers are going out of control and he like attacks the girl, and then like instantly all these guys get on his ass and just like stop him. And then like we get the whole thing of like, why does Shinji know about Aizen? Because he was like, oh, I know about like Aizen's plan, whatever. It's like, how do you know that? And
Doesn't he say? He just says, "I'll tell you later." I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
Well,
then we get-
okay. All I'm gonna say is they do explain it. Kind of. Well, it'll make sense in a bit.
Okay, so one thing is, think about this: the Vizards showed up in around like what 190. It has
Mhm.
been at the end of the arc we just finished. It's been 2 years since we've seen the Vizards in the manga.
Oh
yeah.
wow,
And,
These guys
it's
really
wild when
show-
you put it into perspective like that.
I know, and
Yeah.
it probably went on break too, maybe once, at least
then we
once.
get to see
or twice.
Momo. I was worried about her. I thought she was gonna die, but she's fine. She got fucked up though. Like she got like traumatized.
Yeah.
Poor girl. And then she's just being horny.
Yeah,
And
she's
then
horny
Orihime
for.
getting cut. But like Orihime's trying her best, but she's not really a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's where like a lot of the conflict for this arc comes from.
You learn about the Vizards more, and they're pretty cool. I actually think they are pretty cool. I like the big guy, the really big one.
The shield one.
Yeah,
Hachi.
Oh, the one that
Hachi's based.
yeah,
I
the
like
one
Hachi.
that's the one that helps her, right?
Yeah,
Or
he's the
you-
one
yeah.
that
Yeah.
he's like our
He's like-
abilities are very similar, but we'll get to like the actual what
Yeah.
Orihime's powers are in a bit. But like they're very similar, but they're different enough.
Yeah. So yeah, and then after that we just get like a bunch of shit with like Orihime getting like kidnapped, whatever. And then Big Dick is back in town. Fucking portal opens up, and fucking Byakuya and Kenpachi just walk
That
in.
was such a crazy 2-page
And
spread.
Because they're like,
Oh.
we need to go rescue Orihime. Like, no, Orihime has betrayed the Soul Society. Because we'll get to that again a little later. They're like, oh, Orihime betrayed the Soul Society. We cannot risk to go after her because it would not benefit us in the slightest. And these guys are like, no, we have to go save her. And then portal opens up. These guys come out like, nah.
These guys with the big flopping fucking cocks walking out. And then this like, okay, it's like the end of the first part of the round park, whatever. And then Tatsuki just beats the shit out of Ichigo real quick, whatever.
Ichigo goes to train with
fucking mint fucking welded shield gets started. And then fucking Chad, Ichigo, and Uryu fucking showing up, and they.
All right, now here's
Chad's been training with Kisuke for a bit too, which is really nice.
Okay, now here's a good question: is Uryu, Chad, and Ichigo going through the portal as hard as the walk to Arlong Park?
Arlong Park, yeah. It's also better
Pretty
than
much,
the.
yeah.
It's also better. It's on par with Arlong Park, and it's also better than the
Soul Society one.
The fucking staircase in Hunter x Hunter, where they stormed the palace.
Okay.
Yeah. How many seconds was it in Hunter x Hunter? Like
15
Okay.
seconds.
15 seconds for 3 episodes.
It was 8 episodes, dude.
8 episodes? Oh my god.
And then, when all this happened, Orihime healed Grimjaw's arm, and now that he's got his arm back, whatever, and now that like Luffy got his ass kicked, fucking one shots Luffy. Daddy long dick just landed in Los Noches, baby. What's up?
Hunter x Hunter could never.
Yeah.
I really like the design. I like Hueco Mundo. I really like its design. I really like it's this weird like black night desert.
Yeah. Too bad
But
we
you
get.
don't really get scenery shots in Bleach too often. But,
Yeah, it's true, huh?
And this thing's huge. This thing is gigantic. That's
But
only a
it's-
distant shot too. That's like
it's-
miles away.
It's such a shame though that our introduction to Hueco Mundo is like kind of shitty, because we get these really unfunny, fucking comedic relief goofballs.
Before we actually get to that, they're having a roundtable meeting, and Grimjaw's talking shit because he's going to walk out and get rid of the intruders, and then Aizen's like, "I didn't hear you. What did you say?" And then Grimjaw just starts shaking and shivering in fear. You can see like the fear and anger in his eyes.
He starts like quaking in his fucking boots, and I want to know what Aizen just did. He
Okay,
has, like, constant fucking
from what
shit,
we've
dude.
seen this arc, how fucking strong is Aizen?
Yeah, man.
Because they say these guys are already above captain level, way above captain level.
Yeah, like, okay, even if no one could tell that Aizen was like evil, how did the other captains like not tell that this guy was just on a different league than them?
He was holding back, I guess, because
Okay, Arda, all I'm gonna say is, I know we were reading up to chapter 315. I accidentally started a little bit of the flashback. They explain it a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So, and then we meet the sand.
sand people.
Bro.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Yeah, it's Chad's people.
No, he's dude. No, he's not, dude. Freaking Chad's from like Mexico or Spain or something.
I know they're my people.
Oh my god.
Oh
No,
my
they're
God.
not.
I'm
Shut up.
Okay.
dude.
So they're going to the
Moving on.
wall. They're like, okay, we're gonna break in. They break the wall open and split up into different directions. And Nell's like, I'm gonna follow Ichigo because I like Ichigo. He's my friend.
I
Even
like
though I was
Ichigo.
scared of him
Okay.
like 5 minutes ago.
It took me a while. It took me a while for like the fucking like wranglers to like grow on me. But they
That's
did
really
later on.
what they are. They're literally just Wranglers. Dude,
Yeah.
no, Ichigo and his crew are the Wranglers. These guys are the freaking. I'm not even gonna say it. I've gone like 5 episodes without saying that word.
Yeah.
I just don't find. I really. My eyes like glazed every time they were on
Yeah.
screen. Honestly,
But also, is Dordoni the most based character? in the
Dordoni was really base. He gave me vibes of You've all played Metal Gear Solid 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gave like huge vamp vibes.
He's like, I want to fight you at full power, and he really pushes Ichigo too, because he's like, oh, you're just ranked 100, you're not strong at all. No, I'm X. I was like top of the game. I just did something bad, and they just demoted me. I'm just as strong as those guys are.
Okay, not gonna lie. Dordoni reminded me of Katakuri 100%. Because like he was he was an antagonist, but he wasn't necessarily a bad guy, you know? He was just doing what he had to do.
He's just following orders.
Yeah. And he was a Chad.
Yeah.
Gave us a
Speaking of
great
Chad-
fight.
Speaking of Chad, whose fight? No, wait. Which fight was after that? It was Uryu's fight. The Uryu fight. Okay.
Yeah, with
The Uryu fight.
Butterfly.
The
Yeah,
fight
well,
was
first
okay.
of all, Suruchi's hot, but Uryu just fucked her. Just
I'm gonna
instantly.
use my unlimited like slick. Oh, it was like infinite slick or whatever. That was his ability.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I can only
It's
use
not
it.
actually infinite.
It sounded
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
And then
Chad.
we get Chad. We get to see him go like, oh yeah, my left arm, my brazo izquierdo del diablo. It's fucking left of the demon.
I pog.
okay.
So that means one arm is for defense, the other is for attack, and he
That one
fucking
like grand-
fucks that guy.
Yeah, and then when he dude, actually I didn't notice it for like a bit, and like I didn't notice until like I put that image into my notes, but like when he punches that guy, like it fucking shapes like a fucking skull in the wall.
I'm not gonna lie, the skull like has like the lines coming out of it kind of reminds me of Kenpachi. Just because of like, the hair.
Yeah, I guess.
That's the only reason.
And then the worst part happens after that fight. Chad's like, okay, I'm done here. And then one of the guys shows up and one shot.
Yeah, we get to find out that like okay, Luffy was a guy. That made me piss myself a bit.
Yeah, that was not
Yeah.
expecting that.
We get to see Rukia fight with this guy who can like I guess like pretend to be like dad or something. Like, he can like shapeshift.
No, because what it was he absorbed the hollow that was what was the guy's name?
Oh yeah, that's what it
Kind.
was. Yeah,
He absorbed Kind,
Yeah.
the guy that so he's able to get Kind's memories and his appearance.
Memories, yeah.
That fight was awesome. That fight
That
was
fight
pure
was
awesome.
And then like
He's like, yeah, go kill your friends. And he's like, no. The way he like, but yeah, there's this really cool fight. And he's like this two like orbs in like a cum jar, basically, floating around. And then the way she beats him with like, because he breaks her sword, she points her sword at him, and then her sword regenerates from the tip inward,
That was
like in, and
Yeah.
like impales him straight in the head. It's
That was
so
great.
cool. And
like,
then
we get this really strong Ichigo moment where Ulquiorra shows up and Ichigo's pissed. So he just instantly goes all out on him and like one shots him.
oh, we're also skipping another fight. It was Renji and Uryu just fucking around with that one guy.
That was a bit after this.
Was it? I think it was during this as well.
It was
Well, I mean, I
during-
feel like we should talk about that entire fight as like its own
Okay.
thing. Because
They're in
Yeah.
order. My notes are in order,
I
dude.
feel like that was
Yeah.
like cut. And
Yeah.
anyways,
Yeah, and then we get a fucking Grimjow like coming back and then like going like telling Ulquiorra like stay away from my prey.
and then we see Grimjow transform in his fucking
That
form.
was yeah, I mean look, I love cats. Okay, I own 4 cats. So I was very happy with that.
his transformation was like so cool.
Yeah.
Such a good fight, and like Ichigo,
It was
Used
we
to
were in
follow out-
cocktease for so long about it and it was worth it.
and Ichigo like uses his hollow powers for the first time, like in
Mhm.
full.
And not only was that one of the best fights just in shonen manga, but there was an entire volume of nothing but these two fighting.
Yeah. Dude, that is easily the fastest volume I've ever read in my life, and
Yeah,
it's
man.
it's one of the best volumes I've read in my life.
So
When,
great.
You know how like in the beginning it's like Bleach All Stars and whatever. It's like all the characters. That why is the neighbor's kid crying? Oh my god. Okay, that entire volume only had like 4 characters in the Bleach All Stars, and the rest were like black. Just because the only thing that happened in that volume was just these guys fighting.
Actual best fight of the series so far. That
But
I've
yeah,
read.
So-
It would be if there wasn't another fight.
yeah, hold on. We gotta get into this. This is a big
Fine.
one. While this is going on, Chad, Uryu, and the two like Rang
Idiots.
are fighting
R&D man. We'll just call him R&D man.
Yeah, that guy.
okay, sorry, it was they're fighting Shia LaPorta, and I just want to know, my God, I just want to know what was Kuwa thinking? Like,
Dragging
what's
this
the
fight on?
weakness for this guy? What's the weakness? Like, it's literally like, gee, Shia LaPorta, how come Kuwa lets you have 5 gimmicks?
Because what was his gimmicks? One, he's like, okay, I'm immune to like anyone I research. 2, this room also makes you because you can't ban guy. 3, I can like clone you guys.
Clone you, yeah.
And then like what else?
Just madness, man. Just utter madness.
It was hard to follow. I'm just gonna say that's the hardest to follow fight.
It was hard to follow, but it was a very good fight.
It's the
It
ending
was-
that saved
it
it for
wasn't
me.
that-
But we'll get to that.
Hard to follow. It was just that like he just won't go down.
Yeah,
He's
it's just
sad.
ass pull
Yeah.
after ass pull, man.
And Elgo was so tired of it. And like, we'll get to it, but yeah. Okay, so we get that. Oh yeah, we also get to see Grimjack get like one shotted by what was his name? Like Noitora.
Yeah, the guy with the really cool like
Then
weapon thing.
and then Nell.
Saved Nell for me. Like
Oh
being way
man,
better.
no.
Okay.
I forgot who I was talking to, but I was like, man, I'm really hating Nell and like those cronies. And then whoever I was, I think I was talking to Maxwell, and then Maxwell was just like, dude, just wait. And then I turned like a couple pages, and then boom, big fucking
Okay.
titties.
So, a little context behind me and Nell. I woke up one
Nell
night and I
and
was like
I.
watching it. Yeah,
No, not
Nell
me
and
and
I.
Nell.
No, me and Nell. Too late. Anyway, so Nell and I was watching Bleach at like 12 in the morning. When I was like 14, right? And the only thing I remember from Bleach was Nell transforming, seeing the 3 on her back, and just kicking the ever-loving shit out of Grimjaw,
Yeah,
and that was it.
She's high ranked. We don't even know who 1 and 2 are. We
Okay,
still don't
It's
know.
me.
Like, I love that. Okay, so we have Grimjaw. He's 6. The guy that beat the shit out of him, Noitora, he's a 5. And then Olakira, who's like sealed away right now,
4.
he's a 4. And then we have Nell that outranks all of them.
Who was a previous 3?
Yeah. Oh,
You know,
so-
actually, this reminds me back because we missed Grimjaw's backstory because he was one of the like, what were they called? Like when they're back in their other form. Basically, the idea is they tried to get stronger and stronger, but they reached like a break point because like these numbers, they cannot go beyond these numbers.
yeah, it's like first
There's-
they're like the Vasto something.
Yeah.
And then,
It's really depressing to like see like, oh, they wanted to get stronger, but it's just it can't happen.
They're like, okay, you know what, Grimjack, you can be our leader. You're strong. And no. Oh yeah. And then like she turns into like a horse.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
Horse pussy activated. And then the Kenpachi shows up.
Yeah, Nell gets like freaking owned, and then or not owned, but like get back and then yeah.
Dude. And then we get the healer captain. I don't know her name. Doesn't really matter, she's just the healer.
She's hot though.
We get Byakuya and we get Mayuri.
We'll get to Mayuri.
Oh,
Byakuya's fight was kind of
Yeah.
but I think it has one of the coolest endings.
I
Mm,
liked it. I liked it a lot.
How can you hope to control 100 million blades?
That
going
that
down?
was such a great fucking ending.
I just want to know 100 million blades. What is anyone supposed to do against that?
Like I can't actually
Be
imagine
careful.
seeing this animated. I cannot. I know the Bleach does have an anime, but I cannot see this being animated.
And then we get Mayuri showing up to the Shia LaPorta fight. with his-
Oh my god.
That
this is
Awesome.
like where shit goes down.
that was one of the coolest fucking fights once Mayuri stepped in and was just like, "Oh yeah, all those ass pulls? No." And he just invalidates every single thing that had been already like pulled out for that fight with his own tier of insane fucking bullshit.
Okay, so like they're both crazy. They're both really smart. They're both like scientists. Like they're really like a match made for each other. And so like Mario just shows up. Just this is probably the character I would want to like go up against the least out of any anime.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
The fact that he's like, enjoy the next 100 years, because what he does is he basically gives him this poison that basically puts things in super slow motion. He's like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna stab you in the head, but I'm gonna take my time. It's gonna take he's like millions, right? He says millions of years.
Oh, dude, it's the 100 years, that's until he feels it pierce his hand, and then after that there's another like 200 years until it hits his heart.
Yeah, it's like
it's so
insane.
scary.
And then we get like a little kind of like flash forward of him like finally getting to die and just oh my god, it's horrifying. Like everyone says that Diavolo from JoJo has like the worst fate ever.
No.
No.
This is worse.
Yeah.
Because like he knows when it's coming at least.
Yeah, like dude, at least Diavolo could like get up and like walk around and shit, you know? This guy's like he's just stuck in place.
Also, Diavolo, if Stone Ocean's Made in Heaven ends Gold Experience Requiem's power, then that means that Diavolo really only suffered for about 10 years. Don't get me wrong, it's horrible suffering, but this guy
deserves it.
seemingly hundreds of years.
1 second was like 100 years.
Gives me chills, honestly. Like just the fact that
Like, let's say that entire thing took 15 seconds, which I think he said it did. That's
Over 1,000 years.
that's
Yeah.
fucking, yeah, that's terrifying.
Like after that we get like Kenpachi and his like shit eating grin. Like that's
Yeah.
cool. But like it's cool enough, but like after that, it's like, you know, what can you do about it?
the fight's really cool because he's fighting this guy pretty even, and then he the other guy accidentally gets rid of his eye patch. He's like, oh yeah, that holds back like
Yeah.
50% of my power.
And then he's like, hold on, I'm gonna try something. What if I hold my sword with 2 hands? Whoosh.
Whoosh. Owned.
Yeah.
And then we get a well, can you hear me, intruders?
Basically, what they confirm is they need Kakarot Town for to open up this gate to get what was it exactly? The
Um,
whole
They need to
reveal.
get the key.
It's-
They need to like sacrifice really get the key to go
Yeah.
to like heaven or whatever.
Yeah, to fight like the higher ups. Basically, Kakarot Town they need to sacrifice Kakarot Town because it has that much spiritual energy. And so what they do is they use the SpongeBob technique of let's take Kakarot Town
and
and
push it somewhere else. That's literally what
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
It's genius.
Yeah,
And then they have fake Kakarot Town,
yeah,
meaning that these guys.
and then we have like Ichigo's like shitting his pants, like, what are we gonna do? And then like Kenpachi tells him like, well, only like us two are here. Where do you think the other captains
Yeah,
are?
dude, that was so fucking hype.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
And basically it hypes up. These guys are going to be fighting a lot of the Aaron card that came through the others.
I'm
Well,
so
Ichigo-
excited for that, man.
Ichigo's going to be fighting old
Okay, Yoda.
Okiora.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like in Kakarot Town, we have all the captains. We have Kisuke, Kisuke's little kids. We have Yoruichi, and we probably have Ichigo's dad.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Ishin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
man.
we're going to get a lot of fights in these next 100 chapters.
I really wanted to keep going, but this just felt
Okay.
like a great place to end this reading.
So Kakarot Town is where a few years ago when I watched Bleach on Adult Swim, I was watching through a little bit of Kakarot Town. I'm not going to spoil anything that happens. But from the anime perspective and its pacing, what happens a lot of the time is it cuts back between Bleach or Ichigo versus Okiora and a lot of the captain's fights. And the pacing anime is so awful because they'll do like 1 or 2 moves, talk, flashback, cut back to the
Yeah,
Ichigo
that's
fight.
shown in anime for you.
And it's so bad.
it's weird how like cooked Bleach got because like the longest arc, like the last arc is like the longest one. That never even got animated until now.
Now, did they do Fullbring? Did the anime do Fullbring?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I don't know
that's
what
just
Fullbring is,
crazy
but-
though.
And so
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 what?
it's good. It's
We're done?
Bleach.
Yeah.
That's Bleach. That's Bleach.
This was hands down my favorite reading so far.
Yeah.
Absolutely in love with Bleach. I got my Ichigo Nendoroid. I'm
Oh, yeah.
planning my
Oh.
Ichigo cosplay.
Oh, yeah.
You now mains each go in Jump Force.
I remember what I was gonna say. I guess like because of good timing on like our end or something. I don't know. The most recent Bleach Blu-ray set in the West just
I
came
saw
out,
that
and they're,
volume
like,
7.
yeah, they're on the arc that we're on right now. They,
Yeah.
like, just Wakamundo shit.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Man, Bleach has Blu-rays, but One Piece doesn't.
No, it does. I thought it does.
It does.
No, not the old ones. Not like
Yeah, they do.
really.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Amazon.
How come I
they
don't
have
see-
Hold
It's on
on.
like season 20 or something.
How come I
right
don't
now.
see them anywhere?
Hold on. Look on Amazon real quick. Let me see.
If I'm ever gonna buy One Piece DVDs, I want them on Blu-ray so they can be all blue.
You
Ha
probably have
ha
to like
ha
go
ha.
on the dreaded website. You know the one.
You don't see them on Amazon, but I've seen them before because I know like Crunchyroll themselves.
Amazon's
they have.
Club Filter, honestly.
No, not Amazon. I'm talking about Funimation. You probably have to like buy
Oh
them on
God,
Funimation.
no. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah,
Bleach,
this
so-
was a great week. I'm sorry that the episode was late, but I think it was worth the wait. Like hopefully Half-Life 3 will be. Speaking of, I ordered my Valve Index, so maybe I could host a party in VR chat for anime, manga, room, lounge, orgy,
And then-
orgy.
And then we also yesterday together, except Arda because Arda's internet was being dumb.
Oh yeah,
We all watched the first episode of God of High School, and we thought it was all right.
it's fine.
All right.
Eric's actually reading his first manhwa, God of High
Yeah,
School.
I
now.
started reading the manhwa. I just hate the art style of both the manhwa and the anime so much. It's so Tumblr. But I hear that the series gets more interesting as it goes on.
Yeah, I remember Gobin was saying
Yeah.
once they introduced the supernatural elements.
I
that's
didn't
when
even
it
know
really-
that existed, so that's
I
interesting.
kind of did because I already know that these characters are super overpowered.
And-
System.
Well,
now,
no,
I
they
will
tease
say,
it from the beginning because that one guy he like plants his hand
Yeah.
against the
oh yeah, that was great. That was in the manhwa too. That's how it
That's
opens.
awesome. Not gonna lie, that is a great.
That was
opening.
really cool.
Yeah.
And the animation was fantastic. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah.
Mappa is pouring their heart out, and it
Yeah.
makes me so excited for Jujutsu Kaisen.
Makes me excited just for the next week when we watch the next episode of High School as well.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Because the fights are really well done. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
choreography in the anime is so good. Like seeing a punch and then like him move over to another guy, the fluidity of the movement.
Yeah. I hope they can keep
Ah.
it up.
I have a feeling they will. It's only 13 episodes from.
That's good. That's a
what it
good
said,
sign.
so.
So okay. Is there anything else you guys have been getting into? I'm trying to get like get it out of your system because I got a lot to talk about.
What do you need
Oh.
to talk about? Your
Mhm,
internet
no.
being cut out?
Nah. Your system can talk.
I'm playing Breath of the Wild again. I'm liking it a lot. I just have moments where I get really frustrated because like I don't have any resources or something, or I'm trying to climb a tower and then like lightning dudes strike me. But it's a very unforgettable experience every time I play because it feels like
Yeah.
it's a pure video game, and I'm just very happy to have that in a
Good
sea
to
of
play one
fucking
of
like
those.
Last of Us 2 and shit like that. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
I picked up some shit on the Steam sale. I picked up
Speak-
so Arda, I bought another copy of AI the Somnium Files. Because
I am going to get into that once I'm done with
So-
Umineko When They Cry.
Arda, let me tell you why. I was gonna play the Switch version because I own it. Apparently,
Yeah.
that version's the worst version of the game because it has a lot of frame rate drops and issues.
Well, it's a
It's all-
Switch version,
It's
so
only in the digital version.
Really?
I-
Oh well, you know what? Oh, I bought it twice, so I paid like.
I got the physical version day one, and it worked fine. Dude, just sell it to Eric or something. The Switch version.
Maybe I'll see what I'll do, but yeah,
Um,
I bought Doom Eternal, Medieval, Resident Evil 6.
We need to co-op Resident Evil 6. We should
Yep.
stream that for the
Let's
podcast
play.
Patreon.
Acclaim got me Killer 7, and I started playing that with
Yes.
Eric, like passenger seating it. It's great so far.
Oh my
Uh,
god, yeah. Killer 7 is a masterpiece. Please,
I might
everyone,
pick up Outward.
please buy Killer 7. Please play it. And the Silver Case and the 25th Ward. Please
Okay.
support Sudos 51.
All
I'm
these-
thinking about buying Outward.
What
still.
the fuck is Outward?
Outward's like this RPG. I'll show it to you after the podcast. I'll show it to you after.
Okay.
And Colin, is there anything new with you?
I'm building my PC today. That is it.
Yes. Sea of Thieves.
That's really
time.
it. Oh, yeah.
We need to
Yeah.
get back into
Let's-
Sea of Thieves.
I'll get into Sea of Thieves.
There's 4 of us. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yar.
Yar hard diddly dee.
You've
Okay.
got it wrong. You got it wrong. It's Yar Har Fiddle DD.
Oh, well. Who cares?
It's who
Okay.
cares? It's fucking Robbie Rotten.
Yeah.
No, it's
Oh,
the pirate
speak-
captain.
Oh yeah. It's the pirate
No, it's
captain.
not real.
Robbie
It's not
Rotten.
real. Yeah.
Speaking of, I discovered something because I was looking at the IMDb top rated episodes because I wanted to gloat about how popular Attack on Titan is, and I found out this must have been recent because I didn't notice it before. The 9th highest rated TV episode in history is Robbie's Dream Team from Lazy Town.
Based. That's unironically a really good episode.
It is.
It's the one episode I've seen. It's really good.
You've only
sounds just
seen
a good
one
show.
episode?
They
Never
sound just-
Lazy Town, yeah. But,
They
okay.
sound such a
Oh,
good show.
you know what? Speaking of, let me check something real fast.
Other things.
Hey, we can roll.
There you go.
Okay, you know what?
yeah.
Give me a minute.
That's the most important.
I've bought another JoJo SAS.
You need to stop.
I need to be stopped. I bought Bruno and Sticky Fingers, and I got them really cheap, so it's not that bad.
I bought the new Senku figure.
I don't know when that
Well,
comes. Okay,
Yeah,
that got
I'm
pushed
waiting.
back- Okay, it
It's
was
shipping
originally
out
supposed to be
July 24th.
Yeah, it was originally supposed to be the beginning of this month, but due to the Corona delays,
Yeah. The Rona. Someone else roll.
Yeah, okay. Boys, do a drum roll because I'm about to get into my fucking segment. Go.
Fine.
Arden's crack corner. Arden's crack corner. Let's go.
Yeah, sort of close. It's called my what did I call it again? Oh, my anime shit house. Okay, this week I watched a lot of shit because I had a lot of time. I really didn't feel like doing anything, so I watched a lot of shit.
Finished
First of
Bungo.
all-
Oh yeah, finished Bungo season 2.
Okay, first of all, I finally dragged myself through finishing Technolize, and I wasn't the biggest fan of it.
Filtered.
I'll say.
I haven't even finished it
But-
yet, and I already know you're filtered.
Yeah. Okay, I wasn't the biggest fan of it per se, but I think the last episode might be one of the greatest episodes.
Yes! I got Turin Tarambar from the Children of Hurin from Lord of the Rings. Oh no, I
Yeah.
missed Waldorf! God damn it!
Okay, well,
Cope.
So, let me.
Oh no, William Murderface? What the fuck? These are good rolls.
Cope.
You better claim him, Clayton.
No.
Okay. As I was saying, okay, Technolize. I thought
Don't
it, like,
spoil.
I won't, dude. Even if I wanted to, I don't know what the fuck to tell you about it. But so I think it'd been on for a bit too long. I think it did need to be 22 episodes. It could have been trimmed down a bit. But what it did have was the cinematography, the art direction. It was great, and also it has one of the best soundtracks in any anime. I think it's up there with like Space Dandy and like Cowboy Bebop, and like some other shit I'm forgetting. But yeah, it's up there. Soundtrack is good. When it's good, it's good. When it's not good, it's boring.
Man, if you say that Technolize is too long and too boring, I wonder what your reaction to Twin Peaks season 3 is.
it never like, okay, it's just boring. It's not bad though. It never like insulted my intelligence, you know. It never had to like spoon feed me shit, or it never had to like beat me over the head with symbolism. It respected my intelligence, and it was good.
Are you sure about that?
And after that, also I rewatched ReZero and watched the OVAs just in time for season 2. Still fantastic. Still holds up well. Subaru is on ironically like a top 10 protagonist, and it's just good. I watched all of Gleipnir.
Oh, how is it?
Uh, okay, for the first like I guess like 10 episodes, it was like kind of like a high school anime, if you know what I mean. Like like you know like generic seinen that you watch in like freshman year,
Hmm.
like shit like Future Diary or like another. It's like that type of thing. So it's trashy, it's edgy, but it's fun. It has a likable cast. The girl, especially the main girl, is really like the main character's kind of mid, but I think the girl like has enough personality for both of them, and so it's good. The animation is really good. This is like a new studio. Like this is a studio that's barely done anything, but the animation is on point. So yeah, just in the beginning, it's just kind of like high school anime. It's fun, whatever. And then it gets to the end, and I'm not gonna say anything, but it has some huge plot twists and plot revolutions that like really caught me off guard. And
In a good way?
yeah, it was just like really surprising, and like I was not expecting any of that, and it was really good. And I'm probably gonna like try to like read the manga soon. And I also started No Guns Life. I'm like halfway through it, but it's good. It's really good. I don't really know. I don't really have much to say about it.
Even though it's a new Madhouse?
Is it?
They did a good job with it. I think just because the whole series is kind of like green and like brown and black, you know.
Just
And
like their,
blue.
just like Madhouse, current Madhouse.
But
Brown.
yeah, so, yeah, just because the colors were really muted and like it was like there's like fight scenes, you know, the action is on point, but a lot of it is just kind of like detective shit, just going around, just talking. It was good. And what else? That's about it, really. I also I'm almost done with Billy Bad, but I want to talk about that when I finish it.
That's fair.
Yeah, and I guess that's it. That's all I really have to say. Colin already left because he got to go eat. Because he had to go eat. But yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Not really.
Play Killer
Hello.
7, support Suda 51. That's about it.
Yeah. It's so good so far.
End of
There,
it.
it really is. There's nothing like it. Don't you agree?
Yeah. Like not even like
Other Suda
like
games.
no, okay, like just disregarding the gameplay aside, like the way the I guess the vibe I get from it and like the way the world and the art style is, like I just can't think of anything like it. Like uh I wanna say like yeah, I can't really think of anything like it. It's
Yep.
just good.
Yeah, Killer 7's really interesting. Just everything Suda does is very. It feels something very straight out of like this weird crack house, like 90s.
It's like a nightmare, man. It
Yeah.
really is like a nightmare.
It's really nothing else like it.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can describe it.
So when are
You just-
you playing it again?
Probably a bit
No,
later.
I meant Clayton.
I don't know. I haven't really been playing anything recently. I haven't really had the. I mean, Deadly Premonition 2 will come out this week. Can't wait to talk about that on the next week. We're talking about that on the podcast next week. Absolutely.
Did you stop recording by the way, or
No.
oh?
Okay. Yeah.
I can. Right.
Actually, FK in the coffee. Bam.